So there is no life in Croatia?
There is life, but not necessarily the kind of life I like all the time.
So you like your life in Germany
Yes,
now?
definitely.
So at the age of 24, how many countries have you traveled?
I think 21 or 22.
For us, it's oh my god. Like for your friends, for your colleagues, it's why
But
did
not
you...
also for my parents, like they also didn't go to many countries, but I think it's this generation, you know,
yeah.
that if you are, they're feeling more free with traveling.
So 22 countries, most of them are in Europe?
Yes,
Okay, so you don't need visa, you just go...
this is the thing, it's really easy.
Yeah.
Also, when I moved to Germany, I didn't have to do anything. I just came there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There was no visa because it was also, I mean, it is also European Union.
So I
It's
think
like-
parents from all over the world are same.
Yes, literally, like they all belong in the same community.
Okay.
No, but really, I have a feeling it's like this, and you know,
Oh, society also same.
yeah,
Come on. Okay.
yeah. See, it's all we say it in Croatia. It's all different shit. No, same shit, different packaging.
Yeah. yeah,
Same
exactly.
shit, different packaging.
Exactly.
Really, you might be Nepalese, I might be Croatian. Same shit, different packaging. We all get like we are cut from the same cloth. You know how they say this. We're all from the same
So
fabric.
inside there is same thing, but packaging is
Exactly.
different.
Exactly.
Okay.
Isn't this the truth? There is some tradition, you know. So it's like
So at
they are hinting at. You know, there's like they're not gonna push, but then you're gonna be at the wedding. Oh, this is how you'll be one day. And I was like, you know, like let me stop you right there. Like you don't know what I'm gonna, you don't know if or when I'm gonna be. You know, so they're like,
So
yeah, like somebody's marrying, and then like, oh, who is next? You know, and then they're looking at the youngest people in the room. You know.
So at what age these things start? So you are 24 and she's 34, is 10 years. So after some age, she was feeling, oh, I used to have a boyfriend and like childhood. And in this between time, I just travel, I make other like something, I roam here and there, tries different thing. And now I'm feeling that that guy is the perfect one. And I'll be going to him and I'll be getting married and having kids. So hello.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is my red camera.
Okay. Can I play some music so that it's
No, like
No? You don't like
copyright.
copyright?
So I'll be uploading in YouTube, and the revenue will be gone to that owner.
Yes.
So no
Yes, I
music.
have the same problem. I was also uploading something on YouTube.
Oh, you have YouTube channel.
Yes.
I can do your
new.
promotion.
It's new. Huh?
I can.
But
do
it's
it
for
from-
it's not like videos like this. It's for music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then also I can.
Then I
promote.
know, so yeah, I can't play anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can play it in our minds.
Welcome to Nepal.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Your good name?
Ania.
Ania. Anish.
Nice to meet
So we have kind of similar name.
you. Really?
Ania, Anish. Isn't it?
Cozy, cozy.
Okay. What's happening? So it's like we don't have to be conscious. It's like general conversation, and I'm just recording it. It's just like earlier I was here and talking, right?
Yes.
So now I'll be there and talking. Nothing more.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay.
Why not?
Hello everyone. Namaste. So how do you say namaste in your language? Like how do you greet?
On many, the bok, zdravo, hey, ciao. It can be so many things, so I don't know. Like, it's just whatever is in the moment and depending on the relationship you have with the person.
So what do you like as a friend?
I'll be like, hey,
Hey, hey, okay.
hey.
So at that time, what is the expression?
Yeah, hey, I would just say. I don't know.
Because like here in Nepal, we do like this, like namaste this.
Ah,
So,
you mean
hey.
like what is the expression?
Yeah, hey,
There's no expression.
We just, hey,
Hey.
hey.
Like, I would like to just be like this, hey.
Wait, I'll see camera angle.
Anya,
So you're from
Croatia,
Croatia.
but I live in Germany,
Okay,
Berlin.
Germany, Berlin. So when did you move to
2 years ago.
For?
For life, just
Okay.
better life,
So there is
more opportunities, culture, everything.
So there is no life in Croatia?
There is life,
Hmm.
but not necessarily the kind of life
Okay.
I like all the time.
So you like your life in Germany
Yes,
now?
definitely.
Okay, wait. I need to check in map where is Croatia. CRO.
Yes. But I can show you which city I'm from. So
Okay.
first you see, next to Italy, surrounded by, but I am on the coast. This is my city split.
Oh, Split.
You will see. It is really beautiful.
Nice. Just like you.
Thank you.
Wait. So from Croatia to Sweet Germany.
Yeah.
So okay.
Here.
Nice.
I mean, it's a
So
1
do
hour and 30
people do such kind of migration?
Yes,
Like-
a lot, especially from Croatia.
so from Croatia, everyone moves to Germany.
Yes, now it's only 3 million people living in the whole country.
Okay.
And yeah, so many people are leaving on every day.
Oh, okay.
Because there are not many opportunities for young people.
Okay. So हामी चाहिँ क्रोसिया जान नि एकदम आतुर हुन्छौँ होइन, जर्मनी जान नि आतुर हुन्छ, तर उनीहरू चाहिँ बाई बर्थ क्रोसियामा जन्मे पनि जर्मनी जाँदो रहेछ है। माइग्रेसन चाहिँ त्यहाँ पनि हुँदो रहेछ, जसले पनि अब बेटर लाइफ खोज्ने हो नि त।
Yes,
You are getting me?
confirm.
Yeah, okay. So your age?
24.
24. Does she look like 24?
He gave me 30. Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe if you don't agree. Just kidding.
Don't trust her.
Just kidding, just kidding. I want to support his channel, but
Oh, okay.
yes.
सो मैले चाहिँ यो रेकर्ड गर्नुको रिजन चाहिँ अब उसको एजले गर्दा नि हो कि, क्रोसियामा जन्म्यो, जर्मनी गयो होइन, भर्खर 24 वर्षको हुँदैछ। म त्योभन्दा 6-7 वर्ष, 6-7 त होइन, त्योभन्दा भने 4 वर्ष सिनियर छु होइन। तर अब ट्राभल गर्नलाई ऊ जसरी घुम्नलाई चाहिँ मलाई कति गाह्रो छ नि त। अनि उसको जर्नी चाहिँ हाम्रो भन्दा एज अ म नेपाली भएर जन्मेर मैले के पाएँ र ऊ क्रोसियामा जन्मेर के पायो भने त्यो खालको रिलेट पनि हुन्छ। एज अ ट्राभलरै के छ एडभान्टेज डिसएडभान्टेज त्यो खालको कुरा गरेर चाहिँ मैले भिडियो बनाएको है। Oh!
Wait, it's here?
Food is here.
Really?
What have you
Wow.
bought? You are on camera, okay?
Wow.
So, this is nothing unique. So, this is our nothing unique for us, but it's unique
For
to
me,
you.
it is. What is this?
So, we call it sale. Sale means it's a kind of food.
Traditional bread.
Traditional bread. We only make it on festival. So earlier we have a festival of light, right?
Okay.
So on that occasion we prepare this. So this is sale. And do you know what this is?
This is is it the Chinese apple?
No.
How is it called? I know the name. We also have this.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
eat it, but I never tried
Why
it.
you
I
don't
think.
eat it?
Maybe one time I tried. I forgot. But it was nice. But I'm just like.
So this is rice and this is curry and this is
Thank you.
pickle. So normally
Oh,
we,
this is pickle.
yeah, normally we eat it
Like-
hot.
like
So yeah, you
this?
can start.
Rice?
This is yogurt,
Rice?
yogurt, and this is apple.
Do I mix it?
No, like habits.
Well-
So I recommend you to try this first.
Okay.
Like you.
Then I will listen to you.
तिहारको 5-6 दिन अगाडिको
It's hard.
Okay, so
Do you dip it?
no, just have it only with this.
Good thing I have good teeth
Okay.
because it's hard.
Okay.
Masala.
Yeah.
But can I dip it?
Yeah, it's your choice. But I recommend like observe the flavor first. Only with this.
True. I have to appreciate it myself. But it's really nice.
So can you have this more?
You
Or you are done? No, like do you want to have it more?
I can, but I don't have to. Like you can also have it.
No, I mean to ask like can you chew it more?
Can I? I can.
Okay. so यो चाहिँ सेल दिएको होइन, यो अब तिहारको लास्ट कडा हुन्छ नि
It's
त।
nice.
Yeah, then finish it. So okay, so I'll tell a story about this. So normally, if you visit any places, like any household in this time, everyone has this. and we make it in bulk.
Is it just for the holidays, the
Yeah,
festivals that they have it?
Yeah. And
Okay.
we make it in bulk.
Okay.
So in festival we make it, and it will be depending on the family. It lasts for maybe 30 days, 40 days.
Mhm.
So it did not expire soon. So after some day, we just cook it with milk.
Mm-hmm.
It will be soft and we'll eat it. And in morning with tea, we'll dip it in the tea and have it. So it's like
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
not exactly like normally we have it one time.
Mm-hmm.
So morning with tea,
Mm-hmm.
or day we can cook it with something else and have it. So it's like snacks for a month
Yeah.
for this festive
From the
season.
same bunch, so it
Yeah.
doesn't expire.
Yeah.
But how come that it lasts so long?
Because we totally cook it in a oil.
Mm.
So those food which are fried on oil, it
Yeah,
will
last
it last long. So I intentionally bring it hard so I could like explain you. Otherwise we could have like steam it a bit and
Mhm.
it becomes softer also.
But it's better to.
Yeah. So like, are you feeling bored? Are you okay with all
No,
this?
I'm fine. If you're happy, I'm happy.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Alin
really.
नजिक ल्याउनु न.
This is itself a really interesting experience for me. You're
You are like surrounded by
It's
cameras.
very interesting, so don't worry.
So at the age of 24, how many countries have you traveled?
I think 21 or 22.
Oh my god.
Is that? Yeah, I think
No,
it's
like for us it's oh my god. Like for your friends, for your colleagues, it's oh why
But
did
not
you...
also for my parents. Like they also didn't go to many countries. But I think it's this generation, you know,
Yeah.
that if you are, they're feeling more free with traveling.
So 22 country, most of them are in Europe.
Yes,
Okay, so you don't need visa. You just go.
this is the thing. It's really easy.
Yeah.
Also, when I moved to Germany, I didn't have to do anything. I just came there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There was no visa because it was also. I mean, it is also European Union.
So yeah, you can have it. It's not like a formal interview and you are bound to like. You can
No,
say,
of
so-
course, yeah, but I don't feel like responding now. I can respond later.
Okay.
That's not the
Okay.
problem. I'm here. I can have my phone later. Like,
Thanks for giving
it's
me
really
details.
no, of course. I mean, I'm happy that I'm here.
Okay.
You know, I'm happy that I ended up here because today was like so many things that here you have so many things to do. You know, and this, I mean, you know, you are from here. It's filled with options, and I really didn't know where to go first.
Okay.
But I'm glad I'm here now because I
Okay.
wouldn't get this really interesting experience. You know, it's not like you experience this every day. Yeah, there's many countries in Europe, but people are different. They're more closed. You know, this kind of a thing wouldn't be happening.
Okay.
They take things for granted. You know, they don't. Oh, somebody's just in my country. Like they don't give a shit. You know, they're like in Croatia. Like most people don't like tourists.
Okay.
They're sick with them. You know, so
Why
it's
are they
nice to
here?
be appreciated.
Okay.
But really, because Croatia is also really, really touristy. Where I come from, millions of tourists, and just during the summer. So you can't even walk on the street during the summer. How busy it can get. So
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about travel. Your travel journey.
Okay.
So so since at what age you started traveling?
With my parents, sometimes I would do like small trips because we're really close to Italy. So we would sometimes do road trips or stuff like this over there. But I always just felt more like traveling than any of like my family besides my mom. My mom is also crazy. She is all out. But ever since I moved on my own when I was 18, I moved to another city in Croatia.
So okay, at the time of 80, how many countries have you visited when you were 18? Just like roughly, you shouldn't say exact.
Maybe 3, 4. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So after 18, you became what do you call free bird, flying everywhere.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I was I wasn't with my parents, I was by myself, and then I was making my own money and I could choose what I want to spend it on, and I wanted to spend it on traveling.
Okay. So
Since forever.
you work for 3 months, travel for 3 months. So
It wasn't like this because when I was 18, I didn't make much money. So just I would make enough money to pay for my rent and maybe to go out a couple of times, but I wasn't really traveling. Just it would be maybe once for a week every 6 months. or something like this in Europe somewhere. And it would be also on like a budget or something. But my first bigger travel was when I was 21. And we Croatians no longer needed visa to go to USA.
Okay.
And then, but it's very expensive. So I was like, realistically, I don't think I can afford this whole journey. But maybe we can work and travel. And then we worked on a wheat farm. So we were...
Wheat farm?
Like marijuana, yeah. Marijuana.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
what was your responsibility there?
So we were
in US, right?
It was near San Francisco. So
Okay.
there is this place just called Humboldt County, and it's where all of the weed grows because over there it's legal.
Okay.
But this was.
So do you smoke?
Sometimes I used to really a lot, but
So, like,
now
Okay.
I don't feel like it.
You're clean now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's better to be clean.
Exactly. I agree. So yeah, and we found out about this because one of our friends was also working over there, and then we just decided one day, fuck it, let's go to the States, I guess. And then my wife had really a crazy friend. I mean, I still have him. And we went together, and our job was in this huge green room with like kilos of weed just like hanging, and then you pick it, and then you take the trees and then you cut it so that it's ready for smoking.
Oh, okay.
So our job was just to cut flowers. You know, a flower.
Yeah.
It's in its prime form. It's like really wild. You know, it's like big, and then we cut it to be like this, just perfect for smoking.
Okay.
And the more you cut, the more money you get. So we were cutting non-stop,
Okay.
all day, all night, like just for like kilos of this weed. Yeah, I smoked, I think, only once, and I was like, no, I have to work. I have to be focused. There was so much weed that you could smoke all the time, but I didn't want to.
Okay.
One time, yeah. And then we were with many, like, Mexican people, and everybody, like, from South America was coming here in search for a better life than in South America. And it was easier to cross the border, you know, because Mexico is just over there, and... It was a really fucking interesting experience. It's what I'm gonna say. Like, there was this, even police came one day, and yeah, but nothing happened. But we weren't there quite legally. But it was good.
Where? Mexico?
No. In the San Francisco, like in this wheat farm.
Okay.
It wasn't really legal.
You just said it's legal.
No, weed is legal, but our working is not.
Oh, okay. So you're on tourist visa and
Yes.
working? Oh, okay.
Maybe you can cut that out.
I think this video won't go that far away.
Just say. Oh my god, he has to hold it all the time. Are you getting like?
No, he's okay. You see the smile in his face.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can have it.
Okay.
Nice.
So yes, this was the first.
So how can you afford traveling? Like how are you earning?
I make coffees. I'm a barista.
Oh, okay.
But in Germany, so when I was in Croatia, I worked the same job approximately, not all the time, but mostly. And the salaries are really lower, and I couldn't afford to travel that much. So only, I told you, like some countries in Europe, stuff like this. But this, I wanted to do this for a long time, but it wasn't possible because it's just the flight is really expensive.
Oh, okay.
But when I moved to Berlin, the standards are better. There's more money. And then I didn't even have to work as much to get even more money, you know.
Okay.
So I just, these past couple of months, I worked like 6 days a week mostly. These 2 or 3 months to collect as much money as I can. I also went on a couple of trips in the meantime, but I wasn't buying stuff.
Okay.
Besides, like, I really like vinyl records. I was just buying this and everything else, like, no, nothing, no clothes, no nothing, just saving up for this trip. And yeah, that's it. So basically, coffees make me come here. You know, like making coffees.
Okay. ल यिनीहरूको कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि अब बरिस्टा हो हैन, त्यहाँ काम गर्छ हैन, बरिस्टा हैन, डिड आई प्रोनाउन्स इट राइटली?
Yes.
या ओके. सो काम गर्छ अनि पुग्छ क्या, त्यहाँ काम गर्यो अनि अब कति सेभ गर्यो अनि अब 2 महिनाको लागि घुम्न निस्क्यो क्या. त्यही नै हो क्या. जस्तो हामी बाहिर गएर अलिकति सुरुमा त गाह्रो हुन्छ अनि अलिपछि भइसकेपछि त्यही होला कि भन्ने आशले जाने हो हैन. तर उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ अनि त्यो हुन्छ क्या, त्यहाँ काम गरेँ सेभ गरेँ. तर म यहाँ नेपालमा काम गर्छु अनि त्यसपछि म भनौँ न 6 महिना काम गरेर पैसा जम्मा गरेर अनि 60 दिन अरू कन्ट्री घुम्छु भनेर सक्दैन नि त त्यस्तो रमाइलो हुन्छ क्या यिनीहरूलाई चाहिँ ओके
Okay.
So after this travel 2 months
Mhm.
so you will be again making coffees.
Yes. I will be back home for Christmas morning, and the next day I'm back on work. 26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So why are you traveling solo?
Because I figured that if I want to experience something and I don't know a person that wants to experience it as much as I do, I would rather go by myself. So
Okay.
this is for everything, for concerts, for anything, even like if I want to go to a cafe, this one, and like I just want a person that I'm going with to feel it all the way, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna rather go by myself. So I go by myself to concerts. If my friends are not into this, so I don't have a problem with that. And I also think that you're more free. Like maybe if I was with somebody here, maybe they would want to stay in hotels all the time. I would never meet you, So it's like all of these things, I can choose what I want to do with my time. But also it's a bit sad when you don't get to experience, you don't get to share the experience with your loved ones, So I can just send them pictures and videos, but they will never really know how I am and how is it, So this is the only downside. But before this, I only traveled 2-3 times by myself. It was mostly always in company. But I just felt like it is.
So this is your first solo trip?
This is my first big solo trip.
Okay.
So I was this summer on Tenerife in Spain, like on an island, and I was in Greece, and I was in New York for 5 days. But besides that, I was always with somebody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So in this trip, have you feel like as you are traveling alone, right?
Mhm.
So have you felt kind of lonely or something in this trip, in this time?
No,
Okay, so
I don't. Yeah. I like it, Sometimes I just feel like, it's a shame that I can't share it with somebody that I know more and love, But it is what it is. Like I chose this. Nobody pushed me to come here, Like you're lonely. No shit. You're in the middle of the world by yourself, Like. But it's not like I'm gonna be here forever or stuff like this. But I really appreciate the experiences because this is why you travel, To share, to broaden your perspective even more, to meet more interesting people that you get to see their stories and experience something you would never experience if you were just staying home, And this is why I would just want everybody to fucking travel and go out of their borders, So I met this guy in a hostel. Shout out Stipe if you're watching this.
okay. Hope see what you
I will send him the link. He is amazing. So he is really, but so he spent 2 years of his life just eating dandelions, like with his grandmother. Like this is just one flower because his grandmother didn't let him eat anything else or something. Like when would you hear these stories? Like and then you see him like after all of this and he's like a normal superhuman that is so kind-hearted and like is sharing this experience. He was a kid,
Okay.
It's like you could just eat not even this, but like a flower for 2 years. Flower. So these kind of things. You say this to somebody. If I say this to somebody in my hometown, they will be like, "It's okay." You can come off with that drug, whatever you have been taking. They wouldn't believe me. Because these things are so. Yeah, I don't know. I just like that, and then it makes you appreciate life even more.
So, like while traveling alone, do you feel like it is unsafe or something like that?
For now, no. Like depending on where you go, I think there are some places that I wouldn't consider going by myself.
What are those places?
Bangladesh.
Okay.
Straight off the bat because I was even like, the tickets are so cheap to Bangladesh. Maybe I go there. And then I just googled, like solo female travel Bangladesh is like the worst country. Like don't go there. I was like, okay, then I will not go to Bangladesh.
So what about India?
India also I think I could, but I don't think I would.
Okay. So you won't be going to India also?
I could.
Solo.
I'm interested, but solo I don't think. Maybe I would just want with another person over there.
Okay.
I'm not like a person that is easily scared or stuff like this, but still.
So what is the main reason? Like
Could
why?
you take me, please?
Huh?
Wait, if you think of going to India, could
Yeah.
you leave me, please?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, next year.
I think if something happens, like you have to save him. It's not like you will save
I will
him.
be the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like you taking him, thinking that
Yeah.
he will save you, but in reality you have to save him.
See, at least we are two.
Yeah.
You know, we
So
make a strong one.
you guys can cry together.
Exactly.
So, like, what is the main reason, like, why you are not feeling good to travel Bangladesh and India solo?
I don't know. Like, this is a good question because I realize now that I don't know the answer besides Google.
Okay.
So it's mostly because of other people's experiences, which don't have to be mine experiences. But this is what I've read so far, you know. So,
Okay.
but for these countries, like I'm going to Nepal now. No, I am in Nepal now. I will go to Sri Lanka, Cambodia, and Thailand. And for all of these countries, I really read that it's nothing to worry about if you're a female by yourself.
Okay.
But-
So, while searching Nepal, what was the result? Like, why? How you become fully confident about Nepal? Like, it's safe. So, how you fix it? In Google, what was our review and or everything?
It says that it's one of the safest countries
in
to
Google.
travel
Oh,
to travel by yourself, like in
I think safest and cheap also.
and cheap also.
Okay.
Yes, but for some reason, and I can't tell you why. Since I was 18, I was always looking at Nepal and Sri Lanka to volunteer over here.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about the country.
So how you hear about it? How Nepal came into your mind?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I really don't know. I just always wanted to come Nepal and Sri Lanka especially.
Okay. No, like
I think maybe Buddhism also was one of the reasons, but I can't say it properly. You know, like
okay.
not I can't say it properly, but I can be 100% sure. I was always just drawn to this. You know, and also one of my friends went, and he really liked it, and I always. Even before I came here, saw like Nepalese as one of the kindest like people in the world.
Okay. So, is that review real after being in Nepal?
I can't be that quick to judge because I was just in Kathmandu, you know.
Okay.
And Kathmandu is really touristy. So I will have to say that sometimes it's easy to feel like people don't see you, they see like a walking dollar sign, you know.
Yeah.
This is how I felt it sometimes, and I was like, man, like,
Okay.
no, like, please, you know.
Okay.
So sometimes you can feel like you're being taken advantage of, which again I understand, and I tell these people I know I was also working in tourism. I know, but I can't even understand it. You have even like less standards, and you make even less money than I was in Croatia, and I understand that, but still, I think being human should always comes first, and I didn't experience something really, really negative here, but I think it's just normal. I think it's what you would also experience if you come to Croatia or somewhere, like people just, you know, so
Yeah.
I think it's also part of the city, but I think
it's common in traveling.
exactly.
So,
I wouldn't say this is like Nepal, you know, thing. I just think it's big cities while traveling, mostly. So I know that Bangkok, Thailand is probably, even worse with these things and stuff like this. But so far, I really, really love the people here, and I'm very,
Thank you so
very
much.
grateful that I'm here. Really, it's such a refreshment. It's really such a refreshment because everybody on the West, like in Europe and in the United States, they are more like reserved. They live life for themselves, and there is no community. There is community. It's not all black and white, but people are mostly colder. A lot colder, So when I walk on the street and I'm just like, I smile to somebody and somebody smiles back.
okay.
In Berlin, that is very rare, that this will even happen. But here, mostly with everybody that I looked and smiled, they smiled back.
Yeah.
They're like, you can feel more heart, There is less stress. People have less, but they have less stress. They are appreciating what they have more.
Yeah, exactly.
And in the West, it's never enough. New iPhone, let's get a new one. It's always something, and
Always
they're
running.
never happy.
It's just like
Always
going on and on.
exactly. And here, it's like time stood still, but it's also chaotic. But it's also everybody's at peace. But it's wow. But it's people are living here more, And I know that maybe if you didn't visit over there, maybe you think more is happening over there, but only superficially. It's very superficial. Here, more is happening on a soul, like spiritual level. Over there, maybe you can see more fancy cars, but what do you get? I don't.
No, it's like I think human being as they are not okay with whatever they have, right? So you have a type of life in your country, you are not happy with that. I'm having a type of life over here. I'm not.
You always want what you can, what you don't have.
Yeah.
This is.
So I'm dreaming of your life, and you're dreaming of my life. So it can't be fulfilled.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
But until you experience it, you can never really know. And now I know that for a reason I wanted to come here, and I already see that it's gonna be a bit difficult coming back. But I know that I will be back. So
okay.
I already can't wait to come back. And I'm not even gone. But yeah, I really love your country and really feel good here.
So as you are traveling for 2 months, so how do you carry your things? What do you carry?
Then can they see it?
Is that on camera? Okay.
4 kilos of toiletries.
It's a little bit heavy, but this is all. You know, I'm a minimalist.
Okay. Can I? Oh my god. Okay, so yeah. So
Not a lot.
she's traveling for 2 months and अब हाम्रो हुन्छ नि त हाम्रो बानी चाहिँ जुन ठाउँ गयो नयाँ लुगा हुन्छ नि यहाँबाट मुस्ताङ गर्दैछ भने 10 दिनको टुर हो भने 10 वटा लुगा हैन उनीहरु चाहिँ अब कति भन्छ
Toiletries. That's not for 2 kilos.
उ चाहिँ 2 महिनाला घुम्दैछ हैन त्यही एउटा ट्रेकिङ ब्यागमा घुमिरहेको छ क्या यु हेभ टु ट्राभल लाइट क्या
You have to travel light.
So I'm just expressing. I'm just giving knowledge to Nepali viewers like you should travel light. So while as Nepali, when we travel, we carry lots of.
Yeah. What do you do? How much do you carry?
I think I carry very less, but I mean to say other people. So they carry. I think if they travel for 10 days, they carry 10 pair of clothes.
Oh wow.
So every day new clothes and new pictures.
Yeah, I can't relate. I brought 2 t-shirts and one pant, and I brought this one. Here's so it's like nothing. My clothes is like this.
Okay. So your clothes is like this and your toiletries is like this.
Yes. Priorities. You know, I knew that I can buy some here, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't have to carry so much.
So how you as you are traveling for 2 months, right? And you will be reaching to different climatic places, right?
Yes.
So how you manage your clothes? Like how you balance it? You have to carry warm. You have to carry.
This is the only warm thing that I have.
Oh, okay.
So it's so this.
Okay.
But you would be surprised. It's really warm. And yeah, I really forgot about that I even have this. So my roommate, my roommate reminded me that I have this and that this is warm enough for Berlin, because Berlin now it's 0 degrees.
Okay.
It's really cold.
So this is okay for 0 degree.
Yes, this, and I have a thermal shirt, a thermal long sleeve shirt. So and also like a scarf. A thermal scarf. So everything is thermal. So it's light, but it's really warm.
Okay.
So this is the only thing that I have.
So you're planning for trekking? No.
No.
Okay.
Please. I was all over the place. Don't ask me this question.
So what about
next time? I will come next time, because now, I said it's a lot of things to do here. So I wanted to be all over the place, but I'm only one person, so I have to choose, sadly.
So for upper part you have one thermal and this, and in bottom part you again have another thermal?
No, just pants, and they are like ripped like here.
Okay.
And some people were laughing to me on the street. It's like, oh, what is this style? I was like,
are they?
Yes.
So ripped means like really ripped?
Yes, like there's a big hole like this.
Okay. I think that's normal.
Yeah, I also thought that was normal. Like I didn't think somebody was.
I think they might be laughing at your face.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, but yeah. But this is all I have, and shoes. Shoes are warm.
Hiking shoes and
and they can be hiking shoes, which would be perfect. But they will never see that mountain, I guess.
I think you have only one pair of shoes, right?
Yes. One pair of shoes and these for
Slippers.
shower and stuff like this.
Okay.
उनीहरूले चाहिँ कस्तो गर्छ होला एकदम सिम्पल क्या दिमाग लाउनुपर्छ
Really good. Really good.
एउटा थर्मल अनि बाहिरको यो अनि तल त्यो हुन्छ क्या एडजस्ट हुन्छ क्या जस्तो एउटा सर्टेन टेम्परेचरमा त्यसले बियर गर्न सक्ने खालको लुगा बोक्ने चल्दिने क्या त्यस्तो धेरै केही सोच्नै परेन
Yes.
Let's not make things complicated.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I would just get lost with all of these things, you know, like where do I go first? Now I know I have nowhere to go, and that's better, you know, like I don't have to choose anything. I know I'm wearing this for 3 days already. It's okay. I don't have to go into the closet and choose my clothing. Like,
So how do you do your laundry?
this is a good question. I still didn't do it. I will need to. I will need to find it tomorrow.
Okay.
Maybe in the monastery they will have.
Let's hope. But I don't think they have.
I will find a way. Otherwise, I have another pants and I have another shirt, so
Oh, okay.
I will survive. But I will find it. I saw so many places in the city also, but I
So you haven't tried washing by your hand?
not here. I didn't know.
You don't know how to do it also.
No, I do. I
Oh,
did.
okay.
I did this home, but not here.
Oh, okay. So like in case of emergency, you can do by hand.
Of course, yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yes, it's not.
Oh, okay. What else? I'm out of question.
You are the boss. I'm just a guest here, following.
Okay.
But where would you want to go?
Yes.
Oh my god.
What would be your first
Nice.
destination?
It could have been like kind of a podcast, right? Like
It's a podcast.
with
The only
mic.
difference is we only have one camera. In podcast, there would be 3 cameras, right? So this is
We
podcast.
have 2 cameras as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have more, but
Yeah.
we keep it simple here.
Yeah. So the main
Less is more.
Yeah. The main theme of this, like talking with you, is explaining, keeping things simple, right?
Yes.
So.
Exactly.
Nice.
I think we did this.
दही चिसो भएर खाने कि किन?
So you don't want to have it, or you got?
I can have it if you want.
No. Yeah, this one.
Only your
This might it might be. Tomorrow morning you might say like, oh, these guys gave me this thing and my teeth is hurting.
No.
So, but I think this is good. So.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
It's very good.
So yeah, what will
You just dropped on your call.
No, I really have to wash it.
So yeah, what
This is
will-
why I have these. I wanted to ask you, what would be the first country that you would visit?
Germany.
Okay.
Really?
So see, like.
Is Hitler still alive over there?
I hope not.
So I dream of traveling to everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
but as our passport is very weak,
I heard that.
I'm not fortunate enough.
Who told you that?
Who told you that? Yeah.
Another Nepalese.
Okay. So like,
That they want to travel, but they can't, and there's so many requirements.
yeah, and like we have.
Was it you? But I was also talking about this with another person. I mean, I think every person that I met would say the same thing, but okay.
So yeah, so I don't know other Nepali feel that way or not, but like see, I'm meeting foreigners and I know like how you travel, and I feel like I have some disadvantage being Nepali. So
Yeah.
I need to get visa. They ask like maybe 100 of question, and for payment also I have
Do you need to pay like a lot, and then also they can reject you? Is this the
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the one reason. Another reason is
Yes.
so yeah.
Susma is asking, दाजु फोटोग्राफी छोड्नु भयो कि के हो?
ए छैन फोटोग्राफी छोडेको छैन फोटोग्राफी भन्दा अगाडि पनि म भ्लगहरू बनाउँथेँ होइन अनि त्यही नै कन्टिन्यू हो अब मङ्सिर त्यसपछि पुस माघ फागुनमा मलाई डेट बुक गर्ने भए ती टिकटकमा मेसेज गर्दा हुन्छ म पछि रिप्लाई गर्छु आइ एम स्टिल डुइङ फोटोग्राफी थ्याङ्क यू
That's
सो
cute.
द्याट वाज द रिप्लाई
Cute.
So yeah, and one thing is visa, another thing is payment method. So our card, we have ATM cards, but we have Visa card, Mastercard, but it won't work in other country except
What? Why?
Because as a developing country, we prefer to like our national bank prefer to keep our money here. They don't want us to spend
Oh my God.
in other country. So
Yes.
it's kind of हजुर.
Susma is again saying,
Hmm.
Susma, right? Yes, Susma, right, yeah. अलिकति साह्रो दुब्लाउनु भएछ त हजुर
त्यस्तो
त
देखिया मात्रै होला त्यस्तो दुब्लाएको छैन. कतिजना छ
Let's
त्यो?
get closer.
Oh my god.
Let's continue. So another thing is my payment problem. That's all I think. So it's really tricky. Earlier I was thinking of Thailand, and I did my research and I did everything, and I feel like I need to wait 10 days for visa. I need to pay 10,000 भनेपछि around 1,000 हुन्छ कति
$10?
10,000 भने कति डलर हुन्छ?
maybe $80.
Yeah, $80 for visa, and while after reaching there also I have a issue with payment method.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of really tricky. I have to think a lot. So I cancel it. I booked a appointment for visa, and it was 10 days after. So I waited for 7 days, and like everything, like things were in my mind, and I canceled it.
It was like switch on and off, like today.
So because that was my spontaneous decision, right? If I didn't need to have a visa, I could have just buy a ticket and fly over
Exactly,
there. So
yeah.
in 7 days, I feel like, okay, I don't want to be in this house. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
So in my book, I still have maybe 3 pages of itinerary written. I did all research. I think I write maybe, I watched maybe 20-30 videos. Because being a Nepali, I have to be, what to say, like I'm not experienced enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
In foreign countries, so I have to do lots of research.
Yes.
And I have to like be careful, like what if I get scammed.
No, yeah, you should be on the
So and yeah, another reason is in case of emergency, right? Suppose something happens to you here. You're Croatia, right? So you're Croatia.
Germany.
I know. So she's citizen of Croatia.
You hold passport of Germany or
No,
Croatia?
Croatia.
Croatia. So suppose something happens to you here, something bad happens, your government will reach out to you, right?
Government?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like
it's-
if you really become in trouble here, yeah, I
don't
think
know.
yeah they do.
I hope they care enough for me.
No, they do I think.
Yeah.
But as a Nepali, our government doesn't care. Suppose if I
Really?
Yeah.
You may able to go to the German embassy in Kathmandu.
They're-
In case of any kind of emergency, you may be able to go to
Yeah.
German embassy and ask for help.
Yeah.
After Croatia is within
Yes,
European
so-
Union, right?
Mhm.
So obviously we can.
And that option is not available for us.
You don't have. No, wait. When you now that you say this, I never saw like Nepal embassy or something like this.
In Croatia.
In Croatia and wherever I traveled, it's not like I was like
There are some
looking for it,
embassies,
but like in
but-
Berlin, I didn't see it. Maybe it
There
exists
might be, but it's like
for support, not really
yeah,
good support.
yeah, exactly. So it's like
That's so annoying. That's so.
yeah.
It's.
There must be Nepal embassy in Germany. There must
I
be.
mean, yeah.
German, France, UK.
And German has a lot of foreign people living, so.
Yeah, and the main issue is payment. So I inquired everything, every bank. I have money, right? I have Nepali currency, and if I convert it in dollar also, that is enough for traveling, right?
But you could also. There
No,
are
it's not
some-
like you can't do it. You can do it, but I am only
You
saying
have to
it's,
think about it more. It's not.
it's
like
kind of
easy.
tricky. Yeah.
Because there are some like virtual banks.
Mm.
I use a virtual bank also
Mm.
that allow you to draw money anywhere in the world.
Mm.
So I think there it's not supposed to be like you can't because you're Nepalese. I think you can
Yeah,
do it
there
also.
is, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you can get like some other address. I don't know, maybe I give you some address in Germany, and then you open a bank account like this, and then you can transfer money on this bank account, and then you can like there.
So yeah, that's
But
why I
this is
believe-
but this is the thing. It's
Yeah.
it's like
It's
complicated.
tricky. Yeah.
Like you can't just go out and live life you like you want, you know. Yeah, that's
So yeah, because of all this hurdle, Nepali people, I think they don't want also, they are happy here.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm only one who is not happy here. So most of the people, I think they don't want also, they like, we have everything, right? We have mountains, we have lake, we have like, the only thing we don't have is desert and sea. So actually that, like Nepal is big, and if they travel one place in a year, they can spend their entire life in Nepal, they don't need to go abroad.
Yeah.
So some people might be happy that way, but like as you asked me personally, so
Yeah.
these are the reasons.
But do you think you will manage to travel soon, like find a way
Yeah.
at least to Thailand? Because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
like
No, so I'm
They will travel to India.
yeah, India is easy. That's why India is
It's
my
easy.
favorite country. Yeah.
really.
So except Nepal, India is my favorite country because they don't need visa and it's cheaper also. And yeah.
It's cheaper.
Yeah.
Really?
It's cheaper than Nepal.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But like in terms of safety and in terms of scam,
Eh?
like
There are many scams.
yeah. So
This is how I feel about it. I don't know, but yeah.
So while in India, I shared a scam incident with Indian local, and he said, "Oh, you got that scam? I also got it." Yeah,
This is normal.
yeah.
This is
And robbery also. Like I was taking videos, like my phone was outside the window of bus, and they, oh, don't do that. People will come and snatch all away. Local was saying that.
which city?
Delhi. No, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Oh my god.
So you have no. It's not like you will be robbed for sure. You have to be careful.
And Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka is safe.
No, but for you to travel,
Yeah. So
you
yeah.
could you go like
So
also
the
by train like this? and then-
Recent rules is honorable visa in Sri Lanka.
You can?
Yeah.
You don't need a visa?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Recent rule, like it changed maybe 2 months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Party.
I think we don't need visa since ages because
No.
Sri Lanka is within South.
It's recent rule. Like the guy from travel told me that.
I also saw they also made some countries exempt from visa, like also Germany and stuff like this. But
And another reason is in airport there is huge discrimination.
really, where
Yeah.
and which year?
And everywhere in the world, carrying Nepali passport and carrying Croatia passport. Suppose if you travel together, right? And like you'll be privileged. You'll be, like they'll see your passport, color of the passport, Croatia. I don't know, net something. So you'll be just go, and if they see my passport, they're like, why do you?
Oh my god.
Do you have enough money? So what do you do for living?
Yeah.
So it's not only as a Nepali, every country who have weak passport, they face the same problem. Even Indian face the same problem if they go to Europe or USA. So
But how much would you need to make to travel? Like how much would it? Because sometimes when you travel, for a visa also, especially, you need to have a certain amount of money on your bank account.
so it different based on different country.
Yeah, true.
So
Okay.
it's kind of tricky.
But if you have the willpower and you are
Yeah,
determined
yeah.
to do it, and
Mm.
I'm pretty sure you will.
Yeah. So
Yes,
yeah, I'm thinking my way out. I think.
So for now you were in India, right?
Yes, I feel like you need two tripod and you just keep the table closer and just.
अहिले ठिक छ त्यति गर्दिन त्यसमा नि ठिक छ यसमा केही फरक पर्दैन
I think we should shut it down.
किन नो भ्युअर्स
No viewers, I'm only the viewers.
ओके न अघि त कसले हेरिरहेको थिएन
There were, but
कतिजना थियो म्याक्सिमम्
maximum 3.
केही हुँदैन त्यहाँ गरौँ न ओके
So
सो एमङ 24 कन्ट्री
people leave before I just respond them. So they just-
कमेन्टमा उ गर्दैन यसो हेर्दैन केही छैन यता भिडियो बनियो
Don't waste your battery.
Yes, this is his phone.
This is.
This is his phone, not my phone.
I just said whoever.
सो या लाइक एज यु हेभ ट्राभल 22 कन्ट्रिज विच वान इज यर फेभरेट
Oof, I don't know.
Germany.
I think every single country is special.
Please say it is
Nepal.
Nepal. Okay.
No, but really every country is special in its own way. Like I think every country has everything. So
Okay.
because it's, I mean, countries are for me stupid the concept. You know, like I think the whole world is, you know, has everything to offer, and then just somebody came and then said this will be this country, but it doesn't really matter. Everything is so beautiful in its own way.
Okay. So, like in your mind, do you have something like, yeah, I will travel every country, or like?
I'm more like based on how I feel, you know.
Okay.
So I because I'm not like a travel freak, you know. Like I will not like sacrifice my whole life and like just travel all the time.
Okay.
Because I'm more of 50-50. I like a balance. So I like to like work. I also like to have a base. Like for me now, I view Berlin as a base where I'm building something. I'm doing something like with my projects and stuff like this that I like. I'm making money over there. I'm like my friends and family is not all family, but some of my family is also over there, and like I also really cherish that and like that part where I just stay like for 5 months over there and do something over there, and then it comes a time when I just feel like okay, now I'm ready to experience something else, and then I will go. But I think now from this year will probably be every year for at least 2-3 months.
Okay.
But I really like having also a base because I have friends that just travel all the time, and I'm like, I love this, like it looks amazing, but I also don't want to do it right now, you know. I don't think for me this is kind of the lifestyle that I need, even though I admire it, but it's too like when you travel you need to also every day you need to plan a lot of things. So it's not, I'm not complaining if it's amazing, but you know, sometimes you're just like, I just want to be in my room and do nothing. Right, you know, sometimes you're just like this, but with traveling it's all the time something, and you're always in a place where mostly you don't know how things work, so you need to double check everything. Am I doing this right? Is this blah blah? But yeah, I don't think, I mean, I don't know, will I visit the whole world? You never know, but for right now, I think I want to come back to some places. Like, I don't mind repeating some places. Like, if I really like it, I don't mind coming back to Nepal instead of seeing Russia, you know? Like, I might come here because I felt like it, not just to, like, I don't want to make, like, a bucket list, you know?
Oh, okay.
This is not my viewing of traveling. I want to just experience what I want to experience.
Like त्यो ठीक छ नि हैन. So okay.
Yes.
I just
You want to, what do you want to?
So my wish to be like your friend.
Yeah, he is crazy. He traveled across the Indian Ocean with the boat.
Oh, okay.
Crazy. He traveled this was the guy that I was with in America.
Oh, okay.
And he traveled, I think, for I don't know how much. Maybe I can see it now. He traveled across whole like South Japan to Tokyo with a bike.
Oh, okay.
With a bike. So I don't know how many thousands of kilometers. Wait, where's the bike? Okay.
Oh, okay.
1,400 kilometers. Okay,
Oh my God,
it's not
okay.
so. So yes, from Fukuoka.
Fukuokaदेखि Osaka भन्दा माथिसम्म.
Yes. So
Nagoya?
he just went everywhere.
Nagoya or Kyoto?
Everywhere. This is across the Indian Ocean. He even got beard.
Oh, okay.
32 days.
Oh, okay.
It took
He
me.
was trying to be your Columbus.
Yeah, literally. And then he was.
He went to find India, but
He was
ended up
volunteering in
finding-
Africa. Also, he helped to build a school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's traveling just no money. But it's also easier probably because of the passport. But he has no money,
Oh,
literally.
Okay.
He just goes and then he's couch surfing all the time. He sometimes works somewhere to make a little money.
So, like, do you know, like,
How about flight?
He is mostly hitchhiking, so he just buys the flight. He buys the flight to get to some place, and then here in Asia, he was 2 years now. He now went back, and he bought one ticket. I don't know what was the first stop. Oh no!
cheapest one, obviously.
Yeah, sorry, no. What am I saying? Like he went to Africa, And then from Africa, he took the boat. So he was literally in the port asking, is anybody going across the Indian Ocean?
Oh, okay.
So he was like not paying anything. Like he just went over there, I want to join somebody that is going to Asia across the Indian Ocean. And then he found one guy.
Please do pay for me.
He found one guy and he just went with him, and then this is how he got to Asia. He didn't even buy a fucking flight ticket. He just went on the boat for 32 days.
You might have
For 1
said,
month.
I'm tired
For
of
free?
paying.
Yes,
Yes, for free.
for free. He went across the Indian Ocean, and then I think he landed. He was in, I don't know, he was in many places, but he would like literally in Indonesia where he would stop the cars.
Okay.
He stopped the cars like from the I think the most northern point to Bali. He was just in the car all the time.
Okay.
Nothing, you know. So then he works somewhere, gets some money, and then I have enough for a flight to Japan. But then he doesn't have enough for a flight from South to Tokyo, and then he rides a bike for 1,500 kilometers. Like, so he just finds his way around like this. And also when we traveled together, we were traveling last year for a month in 6 countries. We were just sleeping outside. We didn't spend any money. We were sleeping on the beach. We were sleeping in caves. We were sleeping on rocks and cliffs.
Okay.
We were sleeping on the street one night. Everywhere. So it's like you don't need.
So do you want to do that again?
It's a really interesting. It tests your limits, you know.
No, like you have already experienced it, right? So do you want to repeat it?
Yes,
Okay.
I would, but with a person crazy enough like him, you know. But this is the thing that I wouldn't do by myself, because I arrived to Ibiza to Spain one night before him. And I had to sleep by myself, solo on a beach. And there were so many suspicious people, I couldn't sleep at all. Like, they were just coming up to me and watching as I was sleeping. So I was like, like this all night. So it's not everywhere. It's not really for if you're a girl also to travel like this. You can't just sleep on the beach everywhere. I had also some experience in Ibiza where, like, a guy was just on the beach and he was looking for 5 hours at me. And I was just looking at him like this. I was like, what do you want to do? Come. You know, like we were just looking at each other. So it's like.
So why don't you leave that place?
One friend was sleeping next to me, a girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, she was sleeping and I didn't want to wake her
So
up.
why didn't you sleep? It's like,
Because this guy was here and I was like, I don't want to wake her up. I don't want to stress her out. I'm just gonna stay here. And then I was awake until this crazy friend came.
Okay.
And then he went away when the sun came out at 6.
Okay.
So some experiences are like this, so I don't think by myself I would want to do this, but with him, I met him this summer. We see each other every 2 years because he was traveling, and then I saw him I think for 30 minutes this summer. He was like, Annie, I miss you so much. I will go to New Zealand. Would you want to go and pick some watermelons with me?
Okay.
I was like, I see you for 5 minutes and you're already asking me to go to New Zealand to pick watermelons. Like, I love this guy. He's crazy. I think he will do this next.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's mostly also volunteering, you know? Volunteering for a place and then sometimes maybe working something. Without money, he finds his way around. He saw all of these places really with zero budget, so it's possible, but then again, the passport comes in the way.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to worry about that, you know. I mean, we do have to apply for visas because it's not like Russia is the richest country in the world, not at all. Like, but we still have to apply for visas. I think Thailand is the only place that I don't have to apply for a visa, but it's mostly on arrival.
Yeah.
On
arrival is okay, like you already
exactly
do it.
Exactly, and this was also the same like here, so I'm really grateful for that. But before, also, if you wanted to go to America, it would be like 2 weeks process maybe, and then you pay ridiculous amount of money, and they can also reject you. So it was the same thing because we were not EU, and
okay.
So I kind of know what you're talking about, but now it's like way easier with everything.
How did you learn to stay like this?
Sit like that.
Sit like this.
Is this a skill?
No, like normally.
That's a talent.
This is a talent.
No, like normally you guys are not familiar with this position, I think. No, I think because of Buddhism.
I like this, yes, and sometimes if I do yoga or if I meditate.
Can you sit like this?
Or something.
Can you sit like this?
यसरी नै
Oh, okay.
We tried it, right? Yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But this is more comfortable.
Can you swim like this?
Swim?
Yeah,
I think I actually tried. I don't know.
I have tried.
I'm not sure, but
It's like
this is a skill. This is a skill. And I saw some people on the. I think it was a video or something. They were doing like jumping 1 meter just like this,
okay.
and then it was crazy.
So can you put your feet back to your
No.
neck? I also can't. I was just asking.
No, this is like I'm not this rich.
Okay.
Would love to. Maybe enough. Maybe I have to do more yoga for this.
So you do yoga also?
Sometimes, not like in a group or something, but just for myself before bed mostly.
Have you heard about Vipassana?
Vi-
Vipassana meditation?
No,
No. Okay. It's a type of.
Vipassana. I heard, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Where you heard that?
I don't know.
From a guy. From a guy.
Oh my god, is my memory so fucked up or what? Really? Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I'm sorry.
No, like as you said, like you like Buddhism. So Buddhism and that thing is related. That's why I was just asking. So you have your own language or English is your
Croatian
Croatian
is
language?
my main language.
So English is secondary.
Yes.
So you learn it at school? Okay.
I went to school at 6. Yeah.
Why too
We-
late?
Huh? Too late?
Yeah.
Really? This is 1 year before. We usually start at 7.
Oh, okay. So what do you do till 7?
Sometimes kindergarten, but it's not. You don't have to do it. You have also school before.
We have at 3.
What do you have at 3?
No, like we started joining school at 3.
Kindergarten.
Are you kidding? Are you killing me? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why the knife is in front of you.
No,
Are you
yeah.
serious?
Yeah. So that's why I'm asking.
3.
Like, yeah. So what do you do till 7 at home?
I mean, live life at least for a little bit without school and rules and jobs. Like,
Without
give me a
homework.
break. You know, we just came on this earth. Can't believe you started at 3.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So
That's
like
crazy.
up to 7, yeah, up to the age of 7,
Yeah.
like how do you like your parents take care of you for the whole day? Or it's like how it happens?
Well, I hope it happened mostly like this.
So you don't know exactly. No, like I'm not asking typically
Like
you, but in general.
Parents, grandparents.
Oh,
So I went also to kindergarten. So sometimes you have kindergarten for a whole day if you want, from 8 to 4, if your parents are working or something like this. So this is like most of the kids go to the kindergarten.
okay.
Or a nanny if they don't want to, if they like the parents don't want to give their children to them. But yeah. But at 7 we start school and they asked me, do I want to go 1 year before? And I said yes, because I want to be finished with it sooner.
At 7 you realize that?
At 5. Because I was 5 and they said if you want you can go next year or in 2 years when everybody goes. So fuck everybody.
No, like
Count me in for the next year. I want to be done with this.
So how
I'm
could
glad I did it.
No. So you're saying you're wise enough at 5 that you should.
To know it's bullshit.
Yeah. No, like, but for me personally, I don't remember anything about when I was.
I wouldn't remember this, but they told me, my parents.
Oh.
Because I was like, why am I the youngest in the class?
Oh, okay.
What is this?
So I think you say it unknowingly.
Yes, something like, probably. I don't
Do
know.
you guys used to get homework?
Homework, yes.
Lot.
Yes, but my childhood is really like one big blur. Like I don't remember much things,
Okay.
but
No, like you don't have to say like typical.
yeah, for
your
you,
experience.
yes,
In
we have
general.
homework. Yes,
Lot of homework.
yes. And also typically my school was really hard, so there was more.
Okay. So suppose you have a biggest vacation on Christmas, right? Or which
Yes.
one? So
No. The biggest like school vacation is on summer.
Summer. Okay. So
3 to what? Almost 3 months.
okay. So did you guys used to have homework in that vacation?
No, this
No.
was just you have
Yeah.
homework on vacation.
Yeah.
You have homework in the vacation.
Yeah. We
What
do.
the fuck? Why?
So see, I'll share my experience. So we have biggest vacation on Dasai.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I think depending on the schools. So it's so we have Dasai and Tihatu festival, and in some school we have so in that between time, sometime we have, some school don't have. So it's kind of maybe in some scenario 10 days or 15 days or entire 20 days holiday. So in that holiday, so before the exact day of the holiday, it's like homework day. Every teacher will come and they just okay do this, and like for every subject they like give us homework,
Oh my god.
lot of, which would be like enough for like even if we do it daily, we have like suppose if we have 20 days holiday,
Mm-hmm.
it takes maybe 40 hours to complete all the homework.
On vacation.
Yeah.
That's just sad.
Yeah.
Why is it like this? Why is it so strict? No.
Because like we are a student, we can't say anything.
Yeah.
We have to obey them.
Yeah.
So no option.
And how does it work? So you have, but you start like more preschool at 3, right? You don't
Yeah.
start right. But when does like the first official grade start?
So 1 year kindergarten. So at 4 we'll be joining like nursery.
Mm-hmm.
So from the age of 4 we'll be starting learning ABCD, writing and everything.
Advanced.
So I think I don't know exactly how the education system is in like other country, but I think here they give they try to teach more.
Oh.
Okay, nice. Yeah, we do have lots of.
So
homework.
from 4 you start ABCs.
Yeah.
And when does high school start?
From 3 actually.
From 3.
A, B, C,
So
D,
high
up to
school
Z.
at 14.
High school at 4. So you have 10, 11 years of elementary school basically.
Actually 13. So before reaching grade 1, we need to cross 3 layers, 3 levels earlier.
So I think they teach us everything.
And then high school, how long does it last?
High school 2 year. After that university, graduates.
High
So-
school only 2 years. Okay.
Yeah. So after graduation 4 year, and after graduation, if you want to do masters, it's 2 year.
So altogether, how much is this if you want to also do masters?
Masters 16. Wait.
Just the
18 years.
20 नि 13 भयो
So yeah, 13,
13 14 15 16 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 21 year.
20.
So till we finish the masters.
So I would be, if I was Nepalese, I would be finished now. I would
Yeah.
just start living life now.
Yeah.
you will be able to.
So like I think they teach us everything. Like in terms of knowledge, we have many knowledge. Like I think we know everything. Like jack of all, but who cares? If that doesn't imply in our real life,
Yeah.
but it's compulsion. We don't have option.
Mm.
So have you completed like what is your education?
High school.
High school. Okay.
I had 4 years of high school.
So okay, like tell me how is it like you joined at 7, right? So
Yes.
explain me.
7, and so we have 8 grades.
Mm.
7 till the age of 13 or 7 till 14
Mm.
is elementary school. So 8 years of
Okay.
elementary school.
Mm.
And then this is like basic school.
Mm.
ABCs, and then you get at a certain grade, at I think 5th grade, you get geography, history, and then at 7, at 8, you get physics and chemistry. So, but English is from the 1st grade, Croatian, maths, art school, and PE. How do you say PE? You know, gym class whatsoever, I don't know.
PE?
Like body workout.
Okay.
This is also every year,
Oh, okay.
sadly.
Mm.
The worst.
Okay.
And yes, so you have 8 years of elementary school, and then at the age of 14, you have to choose basically what you want to do in your life, in a way.
At the age of 14.
At the age of 14,
Oh, wow.
you have to choose which high school, because our high schools are, you have some basic ones,
Mm.
but when you finish 4 years of the basic, like it's called general knowledge. let's say. When you finish 4 years of general knowledge, you have 12 years of school for nothing. You can do nothing after this because you don't have a specific knowledge. So you have to go to college if you go to this general knowledge high school. So, but otherwise, I chose graphic design. So you can choose like school for graphics, school for building, school for techniques.
So okay, wait. At 7 you join your school.
Yes.
And at 14 it's like a normal formal education for everyone. Same.
It's not the same. Everybody like
No,
starts.
up to 14 it's same.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's the same for the
and
whole
after
country.
14
like,
you join, and how many year you have to study after 14?
3
So
or
is it
4.
high school after 14?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So after 4 year, you are
After 4 years, you're free.
you are free.
9 to 12 high school, right?
After high school, yes.
14.
Up to 8 is
17,
elementary, right?
Okay.
From
Grade 1 to 8.
grade 1 to 8 is until from 7 to 14.
Right.
Oh, okay. So at the age of 14,
You have to.
you
You have
are
one.
high school graduated, right? You have one skill.
No. At the age of 18,
Yeah.
you have this. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, you said. Yeah, when you're 14, you have all of these different schools depending on where you come from because some people are from even smaller cities. My city is the second biggest, but it has 100,000 people, so
Okay.
it's really not. But it's like the second biggest city in the whole country. But some cities are even smaller, you know, so they have even less options. So some people just may have general knowledge or maybe hairdresser. And this is like, well, fuck, you don't really know what to do. You don't really have much choice. But I had more choice. But I already, like, I never really liked school. Like, I was never, like, a really bad student. I would get, like, good grades, but I wouldn't study much. So I was like, what high school can I get into that I don't have to study much? I can have free time. And it's also a little bit, like, more artsy, you know? So I went over there. And the best decision ever because everybody was a little bit like crazy. But if you go to, it's like depending on what high school you enroll, it's a completely different experience and completely different people
So
and everything.
you learned graphic design for 4 years. Okay, nice. So can I see your like?
I'm not even working that. Like I'm just doing that sometimes when I feel like it, but it's not like my job.
Oh, okay.
It can
So
be.
why it is different? Like you learn one thing and you doing, and so you could have done like high school on barista.
But I'm a barista, and I do this job because I don't like spending much time and energy on my job. I know how this sounds.
Okay.
I am aware how this sounds, but I like this job because it's easy and mentally it doesn't drain me. Mentally and physically, after I finish my job, I'm free. I'm free, you know. And if I had the job and then I have time to do my music, which actually matters to me. So
why don't you do high school in like music?
Because for this you have to have elementary music, which is so stupid, and I think it makes no sense. But yeah, doesn't matter. But I couldn't do it.
So my question was, you studied one thing and you're working another thing and your interest is anything, right? So is it common?
Yes, a lot.
Oh, okay.
Because let's be realistic. Like at the age of 14, you don't know anything.
Okay.
No, but it's like
I
you have to choose what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Wow, you know, like yeah,
know.
sure, give me a second. You know, like that's not.
So I actually, because I thought this happens only in Nepal, only with us.
I think
But
this is very universal.
Yeah, it's universal.
I don't know how it goes in the world, but I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Okay. So schooling system, is it same in entire Europe?
I wouldn't. I
So
don't think so.
you're only talking about your country.
Yes.
Right? So other countries they might have different things.
Yes, I know already Germany has different, but I don't want to say exactly because I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it was not that different, but still it was like they had I think maybe 10 or 5 years of elementary and then something like this.
Okay.
It was
So if you prefer studying after 18 also, so is it masters?
no, that is when you just start college. At 18, you just start to choose a college, and then you how is it called, bachelor's?
Yeah.
Then it's just the start of your bachelor's.
Okay. So
So then it takes another 5 or 6 years. So basically, you're done at the same time,
Yeah.
like we are. But
So-
we started
After high school, you do bachelor's, and so suppose after high school you have to
3
do
years if you want.
3 years bachelor's, and after master's.
2 or 3 years masters, depending on. So,
Okay.
like doctors have to go 6 years in college.
So do normally people study up to that level?
Like where I came from, not so much because we are a
Okay.
very touristic city. So and most of my friends are more like free spirited like me in a way. So they all do some creative things on the side, and there was no college for that, you know.
Okay.
So we all chose to work in tourism, to
Mhm.
work in. This is why I do this job, you know, because ever since I was 16, I started doing tourist seasons. I was working in a bar, so it's like the easiest thing to not the easiest thing. It's really hard to do. It's a lot of work, but it's like this is how to find the easiest way to find a job and stuff like this, and then on the side do what you like to do. Because nobody mostly does their dream job. They just do something they have to do to make money, and in our case, it's mostly serving, being a waiter or barista.
Oh, okay.
And then we all do what we want on the side. This is still how I live life. So it's not like bad. It's not like a sad story, but it's just how it is over there, and not a lot of people are able to do that because also creative things are not so paid. You know. You have to reach a certain level before you start getting some money.
Nice.
And here,
People study.
yeah,
They mostly do bachelor's.
most of the bachelors.
Yeah. So in our house, like we are 3 children, right? Me, my brother, and my sister.
Okay.
So all of us have done bachelor's.
And what have you done? How is it called?
Business.
Business. Okay.
Bachelor's in business, and
Okay. Most of them.
mostly do. So I dropped out in masters.
Okay.
So masters is also common here. So I have seen many people who have done masters and who don't know what to do in their life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what are you studying? I have just completed my masters. So like, what's your profession? What do you do? I don't know. I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's the same like you. Okay. But
I think it won't happen in developed nation. I think.
You don't think it will happen in developed nations?
Yeah, isn't it?
I don't think so, honestly.
Really? Because like over there, if someone do study up to masters, they might be like expert and.
I know. Some of my friends also finished college. Most of them dropped out because they didn't like it. But I think it's like there's too much pressure, you know. So especially in Europe or in America, I don't know. It's like you're really in a way mostly pressured by your parents to enroll into college.
Oh, okay, this is also universal.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
See, yeah. Nothing new here.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then some, like most of the people actually do something not for themselves,
For the parents.
for their parents.
Okay.
And then it's not so crazy that they drop out, that they
Yeah.
don't know what to do with their life because they were following a wrong path all this time, and now they're like, I feel like I'm just at the beginning point because I didn't do what I really wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
So this is, I think, why everybody gets lost, even if they have masters, even if they have all of this.
So this is common.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So why, like, I think parents of someone who is from Europe, like their parents must be like wise enough to not to give pressure to their children, isn't it?
It's very rare. That is very rare. So many. Like,
Okay.
they will.
So I
it's
think
like-
parents from all over the world are same.
It's literally like they all belong in the same community.
Okay.
No, but really, I have a feeling it's like this, and but I always like when from my parents, I told them like I told you what I told them for elementary school, and when I got in high school, I told them just so you know I'm not going to college.
I know.
Right away.
What was their reaction?
No, it was like no, they're different. I have
Okay.
younger parents,
Oh, okay.
so it's okay. I have younger parents that are more understanding and but still, I think till this day, a part of like my stepmom especially, I think she thinks that one day I will maybe enroll to college. And I was like,
Okay.
I told you I won't. Like,
So,
that part won't change.
so sometimes they say you will regret later in your life.
Something like this, but I
Okay.
think now And they just know that I'm gonna do what I want to do. So I think it's mostly like people are scared of their parents in a way. Like
it?
not scared, but like more like
Fearful?
fear out of respect.
Okay.
This is how we call it in Croatian. I don't think there's a word in English that I know that's like this. But like they fear out of respect. Like they are really fearing their opinion, what they will think about their lives, and then they would rather lie to themselves. And then I don't think this is good for the bigger picture. I told like, if you want me to be happy, let me do my thing. I will survive. I will be good.
So are you sure these things are universal?
I really think most of the cases, yes,
Okay.
because
I was thinking it's only happening in Nepal.
yeah. Now you know you're not alone.
Yeah.
You are not alone. I really. You see this often, and then you see like also many of my friends they just dropped out because it's like literally I didn't even want this in the first place. I don't even know why I did it. I was like, you did it because of your parents and because society expects you to do it. You know,
Oh, society also same.
yeah.
Come on. Okay.
Yeah. See, it's all we say it in Croatia. It's all different shit. No, same shit, different packaging.
Yeah. yeah,
Same
exactly.
shit, different packaging.
Exactly.
Really, you might be Nepalese, I might be Croatian. Same shit, different packaging. We don't get like we are cut from the same cloth. You know how they say this. We're all from the same
So
fabric.
inside there is same thing, but packaging is
Exactly.
different.
Exactly.
Okay.
Isn't this the truth?
Okay.
Isn't this the truth?
One thing I find out while talking with that guy from Turkey, we are talking about government officials, and I was saying, yeah, like those who are employed in government sector, they are lazy, they don't provide good customer service, and I at that time my thought was it is only happening in Nepal, and he was saying, what are you talking? We do have the same thing.
Same thing everywhere.
So yeah.
Same thing everywhere.
Is it in Croatia?
Croatia and Germany.
Okay.
Everywhere. I'm
So
from
suppose you were government official, so you would do the same.
But
In general, like by nature, you might like say, oh, no, I'm not like that. But in general, everyone.
But
do.
you know what I think? I think it's such a sad job. It's such a sad job that people become so frustrated with themselves they want to make your life miserable.
Oh, okay.
Because they
so
are.
that's the reason.
Yes, I'm convinced. I mean, when in general, when you want to harm other person, it's because you yourself are not feeling good.
Okay.
So I'm feeling bad, and I want you to make feel bad too. You know, I want to make you feel bad too. So I think this is just the case with them. Like they're working such a boring.
Look, don't they get like because of the higher income and like they might give vacation, paid vacation, like won't
It's
that?
not all about the money. I don't think it's all about.
So what is it about then?
Love for me? I don't know. I think in all of us, it's all about love. And no matter how cheesy that sounds, but I think it is because these people are just like, yeah, you might have millions, but what if you don't have anybody that you love to share it with? You know, what will you do with this money? Who cares? You know. I don't know, that's not the point. But some people so hardly, like they're chasing it so hard, and then they don't even realize what they're chasing, and then they get lost in translation, and this is how they end up. This is how I see it, and I also think that because working in a government, I think you really need to have like a strong mental stamina.
So is it boring job?
I think it's a very boring. Like you have to follow the rules every day, and restrict other people's lives. So your job is basically to like set the rules and make sure nobody crosses them, you know? It's very limiting. Or it's the same paperwork all day long. You're going crazy. Like, yeah, I make coffees, but at least there are different coffees. I see different faces, you know? I see it's a little bit dynamic. I listen to music. This is happening. I'm walking, you know? They're sitting in one place, just like...
Okay.
Different names, but same shit.
सो ओके यो कुरामा चाहिँ मैले यो ऊभन्दा अगाडि क्रोएसियाको भयो अर्को टर्कीको यही हुन्छ नि त्यो सरकारी कर्मचारीले काम गर्दैन अल्छी हुन्छ भनेर मैले चाहिँ यहाँ मात्रै सोचेको थिएँ यो पनि वर्ल्ड वाइड छ क्या अब जस्तै यो कुरामा चाहिँ मैले हाम्रो र उनीहरूकोमा के चाहिँ डिफ्रेन्ट छ होइन जस्तो अब उहाँको त हामी गएको छैन थाहा छैन नि त अनि नट ओन्ली अब उसलाई चाहिँ एज अ युरोपकै थाहा हुन्छ नि त अनि के फरक हुँदो रहेछ त्यो चाहिँ मैले भनिरहेको छु है अनि यो गभर्मेन्ट अफिसको चाहिँ सेम हुन्छ भने उसले त्यहाँदेखि त्यस्तै हुँदो रहेछ Okay.
But I think this is such a nice like way to also find out about different cultures.
Yeah.
This is
So yeah.
the perfect way.
दाइ भयो थिचिरहेको छ अहिले थिच्नु पनि त्यहाँ हेर्नु त
छेडेकै रहन्छ त
नजिस्किँदा
How long is this? I'm so curious.
No, like
Eternity. It will last for longer.
No, like
it will last for forever, not longer.
I'm just yeah.
no, like if you are bored, like
No, I'm not bored. I'm just curious. How
Oh,
long is it?
okay.
Because I don't have a perception. Like maybe it's in my head 30 to 1 minutes to 1 hour. But I would say maybe it's 45 minutes.
okay. So I also
Doesn't
don't know.
matter,
I
doesn't
also
matter.
don't know. So it is YouTube, right?
Yes.
So I also don't have
And
time
you will
limit.
also cut it, so it
Yeah.
doesn't.
So I also don't have time limit. So
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But what were we saying?
Comment. Oh yeah, I was about to ask you about corruption.
Corruption.
Yeah.
Oof.
Is
Croatia.
it universal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This also. Yeah, it's all about connections. If you know people that know people that know people and have
Okay.
money,
Ah.
you're good.
I know someone.
If you don't,
He can do it in
Yeah.
a cheap way.
exactly. If you don't, then yeah, you will wait longer. You will, it will.
Okay.
Is this like this? Yeah, especially in Croatia. I mean, I think it's universal,
Hmm.
and I think whichever country says that it's not, they're lying.
Okay.
There's always people that will take money over the counter and stuff like this.
Hmm.
Everywhere.
त्यहाँ राख्दैन त्यो I'm not in TikTok.
You have
Oh,
only
it's-
0 viewers.
हजुर
I'm the only one below.
छोड्दैन.
It's also like people are sleeping. Like nobody
Yeah,
will.
probably.
No, like TikTok doesn't let people sleep.
Yeah,
You use TikTok?
not that much, but
I think you know that it's so much addictive, right?
yes, this is what I don't like.
Yeah. So for me also, sometimes I feel like uninstalling TikTok. But as I'm creating content over there, I should be there. And sometimes I just fall
But
into
not so
that trap.
much. Yeah, don't.
And I just realize,
It's best to like put an alarm or something. You know?
Yeah. I always do that, but even though I do that, sometimes I get trapped because of TikTok algorithm, right? Nice.
Yes. What else?
What else?
I think most of the things are really universal.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think a bit perception are different, like how people think. It's because of cultural background.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of different.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And also religion plays a big part.
Yeah. So those things are slightly different. Yeah.
And this, like, just the conditioning is different.
Hmm.
But we're all built of the same thing. It's just like you were born here and this is why you have this program. I was born there and I have that program. It's like somebody downloaded the data on your mind. So you are supposed to be from Nepal, you're supposed to act this way. We believe in this and that over here. And, this is the recipe to lead like a normal life,
Okay, yeah. So let's talk about relationship. Like suppose at your teen,
Mhm.
so when you're in school or at your college time, so how your parents react about your relationship status and all?
Relationships like friendships or
Boyfriend?
boyfriends?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know because you don't usually share that much.
Really?
No.
This is also universal. Okay.
You're not gonna be like, hey, I got a new boyfriend. Like,
No.
No.
I think like in some countries, like they prefer, like they might advise their children to make
This
boyfriend.
sounds
Think
like
it-
Germany or Scandinavia or something like this. This sounds like some, I don't know. This kind of loses magic, Then it's like, yeah, I don't know. But it's not like this for us, definitely. Maybe after you're 18, 19, then
Yeah, after 18.
then you like can maybe meet the parents or something like this.
Okay.
But before that, nobody knows.
Oh, but
You might like say, yeah.
so you have it,
no.
you keep it secret.
Yeah, like
So-
you say it to your friends, obviously, but your parents like, yeah,
Okay.
maybe I'm seeing some, but you don't say this. You say you're going out with your friends, you know.
Okay. So at what time, at what age you got into your first relation?
I don't know because it was all like short and you're basically a kid, so that's not a real relationship.
No, like I think a type of real one, not like.
A real one. I can see a longer one maybe.
Yeah. Like you don't have to say exactly your, but in general, like in your, in an average.
I don't know. Like I would say high school. Sometimes I know
At the
some.
age of.
Maybe 15, 16, something like this.
Okay.
17, I don't know.
So
16, 17 would make.
yeah, they have it from they start having boyfriends, such relation from 16. They keep it secret for 2 years.
No, but even no. even before, like
Okay.
like we would have like not like real, but like boyfriends and girlfriends also in elementary school. Like
Okay.
like 10, 11. Like it's not like a real relationship. You're like holding hands and going together to play some games. Like it's not
Okay.
nothing. But yeah, I would say also beginning. Like I know some people that were in a relationship since they were 13. Like my brother and his girlfriend, they are together for 8 years since they were 13. Now they are now 21. They are together from the age of 13 in a relationship, 8 years. Now they live together in Berlin. They have 2 cats. It's basically like they have children.
So like,
So it's you never.
how
know.
is it possible? Like, how could someone fall in love at the age of 13?
I don't know. Like it's so fascinating. It's not. This is not this common. This is very rare.
Okay.
Like they can fall in love, of course, and at that age, but
No, like I think
But
you
you mean
can't
like-
feel it at the age of 13, I think, right?
you don't think you can feel it? I think you can.
I don't remember.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you can.
Okay.
This is maybe not that universe.
So, like after 18, you are free, right?
Yeah,
So, okay.
exactly. I mean, while you are living with your parents, it's like my house, my rules.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, when I'm 18,
Oh,
when I'm
okay.
legal, I will go, and then it will be my rules, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
But mostly it's like this, and then if you are, I mean, some people are, if they're in a serious relationship, they maybe meet parents before, but how serious can it be when you're 16 or 17? My brother and his girlfriend are maybe in like an extraordinary example, but usually it's not like this.
Okay, nice.
So something like this.
So I think this is also universal.
Yeah, so he was
Because
also seeing
the difference is we stay at parents' home for longer, right?
Yeah,
So suppose if I start living my own, I can do whatever I want.
yeah.
So I am like 28 now, and I'm living in parents' house. I have to.
But this is different here, this is normal here.
Yeah, this is normal. They prefer to keep their children with them.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And another difference is suppose normally in our country, suppose if I say I have a girlfriend, they try to contact with her and they try to fix the marriage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right away?
Not right away, but like they insist. Like, why are you in this relation? Just be settled and get married.
Oh wow.
So what's the scenario in your country?
This is
They
not-
never told it, I think. They never forced to get married.
No.
Yeah.
No, like it might be because of Christianity. It might be like most of the people are Christian over there,
Okay.
95,
Oh,
90%,
okay.
and this is the main religion. And it's like you're not supposed to, I don't know, like sleep with somebody before marriage, but
Okay.
nobody does it. Like, nobody follows this rule. Like,
Okay.
like no, then you're not. They only get married. So my parents got married, for example, when they were 19 because my mom was pregnant with me already.
Oh, okay.
So this is like they have to get married so that I'm not like I don't know. how
So
to
that you
say.
have parents.
So that I basically have legal parents, so that I'm not like some out stranded kid,
Yeah.
So most of the people get married when they get pregnant.
Oh, okay.
So this is
Okay.
this is how it
To have a
works.
legal child.
So they have a legal child.
Oh, okay. So
Exactly.
does this happen mostly?
This happens a lot.
Oh, okay.
I would say, but now this is this age limit is going like is getting longer and longer, you know. So people are no longer having kids at 19. This is now like, oh my god, what's wrong with you? You know, like it's too soon, you know, too soon. So now it's like 25, 26, 27, 30, 30 something. It's changed a lot in the past 20 years, I would say. And not a lot of people get married, as far as I know. Like, I'm now almost about to be 25 and none of my friends got married. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is like in 10, 15 years ago, at least 60% of your high school class would already be married. I have one. No, yeah, I know two from elementary and from my high school. Only two girls from like 60.
So, in like, do they or like, yeah.
I'm just gonna get water though.
Sure.
And so there's no forcing. You know?
Yeah,
There's
so-
no forcing. Some parents that are more religious might be more pushy.
Okay.
This is the case, but it's most not the case. Yeah.
So, like, suppose, do your parents suggest to get married at certain age, or they in for the entire life they don't care?
It's mostly, I think, society and stuff like this.
Okay.
It depends on what kind of parents do you have, and how do you prepare them for these things? Because I don't know.
In general, they don't. So the answer is
In general, they don't. But then again, there is some tradition, you know. So it's like
So at
they are hinting at. You know, there's like, they're not gonna push, but then you're gonna be at the wedding. Oh, this is how you'll be one day. And I was like, you know, like, let me stop you right there. Like, you don't know what I'm gonna, you don't know if or when I'm gonna be, you know. So they're like, yeah, like somebody's marrying, and then like, oh, who is next, you know? And then they're looking at the youngest people in the room, you know.
So at what age these things start? At what age, like for you? At what age your parents might be hinting you this thing? 30?
Maybe now, but not even now because they know me. So it's like they're not gonna say anything because I will just be like,
oh, okay.
I'm not gonna, you know.
So suppose if you.
But let's say around 25, maybe something like, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's a different, and I can't say this for sure because I'm not living anymore also in Croatia, and then I don't, and Berlin is crazy. Berlin people don't care about anything, so I can't, it's not like a measurement, so I can't be 100%. But I would say that most people, even not their parents, but they, like, I have some friends and they're like, I'm wondering, when will I get
So this is also universal.
Yeah, so let's say around 25. When you reach the midpoint of 30s, it's like, what is it gonna
So
happen?
is it the age different is different for male and female?
Or maybe yes, maybe for females it's a bit earlier. Possibly.
Okay, so this is also universal.
Yeah? Okay. So here I don't even have to ask, it's pretty much the same then. But I've heard that people are more secretive with their relationships, like that it's not nice to, I don't know, hold hands or kiss in public or something like this. This is like strange. You don't like this? Yeah?
Kiss, holding hand might be okay.
Okay.
But kissing is so like it would be news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suppose if I do kissing in public.
Like what is wrong with you?
No, like that news would be spread all over the nation.
No, he will be just behind the bar.
Not behind. No, he's just joking. Behind the bar.
He'll be in custody for around
No,
14 years.
it's not socially acceptable.
It's not. Yeah.
Kissing is not socially acceptable, but like in private you can do whatever you want. But in public place it's not socially acceptable.
You should come to Berlin. Oh my god.
Just to kiss on the public. Just to kiss on the public, just come to Berlin.
No. But this culture over there.
Guys, she's from Berlin and she's saying just come to Berlin just to kiss on a public.
Yeah. So tell me the limit. Like how far can people go in public in Berlin?
Berlin, they have sex clubs.
No, like in public.
And I mean, there are other people around, but okay, let's say they can practically walk almost naked on the street.
Oh.
They can, like, I mean, there are probably some laws, but people do horrible things sometimes outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So suppose if you see someone having sex in street of Berlin, it's common.
You can do it. Yeah, you can see it, like especially around clubs or something like this, or like early in the mornings after the club
Okay.
or something like this, and people masturbating. It's horrible sometimes. It's like really disgusting, honestly. But
Oh, okay.
it's just like, oh, it's Berlin, so it's okay. Sometimes it's not.
So they're
It's
like
not.
not-
Some things are just not okay. You know, like I shouldn't see that if I don't.
So have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they are like my life, my rules.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is why I said you should come to Berlin, because it's very different. You know, in Croatia also this thing is not like this, but
Oh, that's why you moved to Berlin.
no. Come on. No, because the music scene and the culture is better.
Okay.
But this was sadly one of the things that, you know.
So is this the among many things? Is this the something you like?
No,
Okay.
I think something like I'm not judging, and if I don't like something, I can just look away, and this is what I do. But it's like, for me, it's kind of sad, you know. I see those people like sad people, you know.
Okay.
Like, why do you feel the need to show me this? You know, like
Okay.
what?
Why can't you
Why
go?
does this make you happy? Like the fact that this makes you happy makes me sad, you know. Like get a life or something, you know. I don't think these people are like confident enough. This is why they have to do this, to show themselves. Like people who are confident don't have to show themselves. They just know.
So I think.
This is why I don't like
So they are also Christian, right?
it.
They don't follow any religion.
They have like when you walk on the streets, like here you have temples and stuff like this. There are churches over there, so it's
Oh.
Christian. But and in Germany, I think it's predominant. But in Berlin, there is people are really just mostly very free. So
Okay.
they're not following anything.
I think the freedom they have, they are like they are much free because they are not following religion.
Exactly.
That might be the case.
Exactly, and drugs.
Oh, okay. They might not be conscious at that time.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just a mishmash. It's a mix of everything.
Oh, okay.
You can imagine, and people from all over the world live there. All over the world. Just come there, and it's like a melting pot of everything. And this is why there are so many different people that it's just like this is why there's no main thing. There's no like, oh, you should do this. Like everybody does what they want to do, and there's something for everybody. If you were to come there, you would find Nepalese friends like this probably. You know, if I saw so many Croatians the first day that I came. Like if somebody comes from America, they see the Americans. No matter what kind of music or culture you're into, you can find everything over there. This is why I love it, because you don't have to just experience your thing. You can be like, today I want to eat African food or something.
So before moving to Germany,
Mm-hmm.
have you like you had gone there before, or like you just do your research and jump there?
My mom moved there when I was 10.
Okay.
So she left to go there, and then I would visit her once a year or something like
so
that.
you knew about the culture earlier, and later you moved.
Yeah, like I knew that the culture was not German. This is what matters. That it's not like I saw there and I saw so many different people, and I was like, wow. I was
I like
so like I like this. I like I would have to see the same face all over again. Like you go and it's like all sorts of nations, all sorts of colors, all sorts of languages, all sorts of expressions. It was like so refreshing for me. This is why I also like traveling. So this is it. Wherever you go, you're just like, wow, everything is happening at the same time. You can be alone wherever you want. You'll never be bored. So it's a very interesting city. And I knew when I was 12, when I was there for the first time, I was like, I'm pretty sure I will live here at some point in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So
I really like it.
in relationship, like how does it works in your country? Like girls approach boy, boy approach girl. So how these things work?
I don't know about
In general.
in general. Now I think also I mean, I'm not. I don't know as much because right now I'm really not like into anything, so I didn't research. But most of the things happen online, which changed things differently. So you have dating apps and stuff like this. But before that, I think guys are the ones that approach girls mostly in Croatia. Mostly. So
think
if
this
you're
is also
somewhere-
universal.
Yeah, I think it is, and I think it's universal for a reason. Like it's more like males are supposed to be more dominant. You know.
Yeah.
There are some exceptions, of course, sometimes, but most of the times, if you're maybe somewhere outside or you're in the friend group and then you want to or something like this, but it's always gonna probably be the guy that initiates the contact first.
Okay, so guys should move fast.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like that over there, and I think it's in Berlin everything is upside down, so this is also like, it doesn't matter. Guys, girls, like everybody, we are trans, I don't know, like it's everything, it's all over the place, but in Croatia it's still, I think, a little bit more traditional like this, you know, in a sense. And here?
That's why I call it it's universal.
The same since Stone Age.
Yeah. Mating call. Like, it's like in nature also.
Yeah, right.
Like, always the male has to impress, you know.
But the difference is like even if some girl, like suppose if I like you and if I approach you, even if you like me, you might deny because of the society and like external factors.
Yeah, that's
so there might be such cases, but in general that's the same.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I don't know, but I saw that girls here are very shy. I don't know.
No, not anymore, I think.
Yeah?
They used to be.
Yeah?
But yeah, like
reserved.
so from inside, they want to be open up, but because of external factors, like as I already told you, they are forced to be shy. And like in cities, if you
Because
walk
of the
around
culture.
Tamil, like they are like same like you guys. They
Yeah.
don't care and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's depend on the region.
Exactly, yeah.
Region like
Kathmandu is like it's
yeah.
a big city, and then especially in Tamil, when you see tourists every day,
Yeah.
and you see how they don't care, you know. So it's logical that you're like, why do I care so much? You know, like they can also not care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get it. So, but how does it work then for you? Because some tourist guide also said that the guys here are much more shy when it comes to like approaching or something like this.
Guys also can't express everything because of like I said external factors.
Yes.
So it's like a bit. We are not fully open up. We are bounded by many things. So we have to be careful. Yeah. Suppose like for example, if I have girlfriend and if I like we're going somewhere together and like we both are in. We both should be careful. What if your family sees us together? What if my family sees us together?
Oh my
like
God.
it's not like if they see like there will be disaster. But if they know like they started saying they started getting involved into it. So it's so every.
So if you want to have some privacy, you really need to be like
careful
and secretive and stuff.
Yeah. And it depends on the parents also.
And does it also depend on the religion? Like if they are Buddhist or Hindu, is it different, or is it like mostly merging? Like,
sorry, I didn't get you.
if like I don't know, if I'm not saying you are anything, but let's say you are Hindu and then this girl that you meet is a Buddhist. How does that work? Like, is the family supporting?
No family. So no family doesn't support.
Family doesn't support. So you have to be. So she also has to be Hindu,
Yeah.
or you also have to be Buddhist.
She has to be Hindu. I can't be Buddhist.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not like I can't be. I can be anything I want, but in general.
So it works like this. You have to be in the
So
same
I think
religion.
whenever we are in relationship, we think of marrying that guy. So that's why, because I think if you wanted to get married, you want to get married with the person who follows same religion, right? Do you feel so?
I mean, I'm not a part of any religion, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't, but it would have to be.
Suppose
this,
like
it would have to be this.
same religion.
Like,
Suppose you have someone who is Christian, and at the time of being in relationship, and that doesn't matter, right?
I think now it started to be more liberal
Yeah.
in Croatia. So most of the countries
Mm.
Christian, and it would maybe be like your grandparents and stuff would be like shocked or something if you, I don't know, come home with a Muslim or something. Like first of all, the Muslim wouldn't approve, like his family wouldn't approve you because like you have to be also part of this religion. But I think now it's, I mean, I don't know, but I'm hoping it's more flexible in that way because like, you know, it's not like you're choosing on purpose to fall in love with a Buddhist girl or something like this, you know, it happens and then what, now we're just not supposed to be together because the culture says so, like that's so stupid, and I hope that people are starting to see past that.
So it is changing, but there is such thing, right?
I don't want to say 100%, but especially because newer generations are not getting married so much, so I don't know. But if you want to get married in a church, if you want to have a ceremony, like you can have, I don't know, if you're a Hindu or something, then you both have to have like all the, we call it sacraments, how do you call it? Like you have to be baptized, you have to do you have to do everything, like you have these three things.
You have to get involved in that religion.
Exactly, like you have to have these three like confirmations of your baptism of this, and if you have these three like confirmations, then you are allowed to marry in a church.
Okay.
And if you have already married and divorced, you are not allowed to get married the second time in a church. You can just get married on paper in this building. But only the two of you can go inside of a church if both of you have these three things and if both of you have not been married before. So this is so my parents were married in this just one small place. They just like signed the paper and this is it. So it all depends on many different factors, but I think maybe if you were to get married, if you were with somebody from a different religion, maybe you would just sign the papers. Because it's also more of a government thing. So if I think it will work like this. You couldn't get married in a church. So maybe here, but here it's not an option either way.
Yeah, I think it's similar. So the only difference is like in your scenario, your grandparents might be surprised. And in in our scenario, our parents might be surprised. So that's only
just one generation. Yeah, true. Maybe even some parents, if they're a bit older, they might be surprised.
Yeah.
But the more religious they are, the more conservative they are.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So they're just like, this is disgraceful. This cannot be happening.
Okay.
How many children does your grandparents have?
Well, how many?
How many children does your grandparents have?
So from my mom's side, they have 3. My mom and 2 more brothers, and my dad was the only one. But so it's a bit more complicated. So my grandpa and my grandma from my father's side have just my father, but then they split, and then my grandfather had 3 more children with this other woman, and then my grandma met this other guy and she had another child. So my dad has 1 stepbrother from his mother's side, and he has 3 sisters from his father's side.
So is this common at that time also?
Yes, it's also the same with me. Like my parents were divorced when I was 1 year old.
Okay.
And then my mom met another guy, but they didn't get married. But they got my brother, my half brother, with this other guy. And then my dad met this other woman, and then he got married, and then they had my other half brother after.
No, like
you mean like divorce?
I know the scenario of your parents, but I'm talking about your grandparents. So was this thing common at the time of your grandparents?
I honestly don't think so.
So
I think people would stay in a relationship even if they don't want to.
Oh, at that time.
Yes.
Okay.
So this, I think, for me is really strange now that I look at it.
So yeah, that
Because-
thing also we are one generation late.
I love this. Yeah. So for your parents, it's also
Yeah,
like
yeah.
So people would rather just stay in a relationship that they don't want to their whole lives because they didn't want, for the village or whatever to
Yeah.
speak like, oh, look at her, him, what are they doing? They have a child. This is not normal. But yeah, now it's way different. People do what they want.
So okay, so while you are in relationship, right? So do you think of that guy as you like? Do you imagine marrying him or not?
I never I was never in a relationship so strongly that I felt that.
Okay.
And marriage is not doesn't represent anything to me.
Okay.
Marriage, I think, is just some symbol that we all like because of the ritual and we get to have this party and stuff like that. But I'm like, if I can just not to get married, but to go
Stay together.
stay together for a long time and maybe have this one big celebration, call it like a fake wedding or something, but never get
Not real wedding.
yeah, but why? It's like Jim Carrey once said, and I 100% agreed. He said marriage is I love you so much that I want to get the church and the government involved, so that if you ever want to leave me, you will have to pay.
Yeah.
So this is
So you
also
don't
how
want to
this is how I
get
view
into
marriage. I
legal
mean,
here.
why do I need a paper that shows me how much I love you?
Yeah.
Why? It's just who needs these kind of things? No, I don't.
So do everyone thinks the way you think, or
No.
you are different?
No, they don't. Maybe in the newer generations it's more like this, but still it's
No, like your colleague. What do they think? So are you different
They
in
are-
terms of this thing, or everyone?
Yes, I would say, because they are still like I told them how I feel, but they're like, yeah, but it's a wedding. I'm like, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. Sometimes, but there are some people that will understand it. Of course, I'm not the only one, but most of the people are, part of the program, I would say. So,
Okay,
and I think it has its charms. I'm not saying it's all bad. It's not.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice gathering, but I think it can also just be a nice gathering without the papers, without paying a ridiculous amount of money for all of that. It's oh my god, you work your whole year to pay for one wedding. Are you serious? No, it's you can buy so many things. I don't know, you can buy a house in Mexico for this. I don't know. You can do something.
Okay.
So it's just it's a little bit ridiculous for me, but I can see why it's not for other people, and I don't want to disrespect it.
Yeah. You don't want to told him wrong.
No,
They are right, you are also right.
Nobody's right, nobody's wrong.
Yeah.
If this is what you want to do, I'm happy that you're happy, but don't impose it on me. It's just I think this is in general with everything in life. Whatever you believe in, I think it should be enough for you to know that you believe in that. I don't know what do you gain from me believing in
So
your
suppose in your scenario, in your case, you are into good relationship, and as you just said, you don't want to get you don't want to have government.
Maybe,
people.
you never know. Maybe I'll be the first one to get married. You never know.
Okay.
But I'm not it's just more of a joke. But
No, my
But-
question was, in general, you don't like it, right? But what if your partner insists you? So you
then I would have to question if he's really my partner.
Okay. So you are
Is it
not
the-
going to change your
But it's
change your perception.
it's I would just also ask him, I said here, what exactly does it mean for you?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if we are not gonna do it for us, then who are we gonna do it for? Your family, my family, their grandparents, who?
Okay.
Why? I would be curious in the reason why he wants to do it.
So if that person gave valid reason, you will understand.
Now this is the thing. I don't think there's a valid reason. I don't think it exists.
Okay.
I don't want to we say first fry it and then say it. This is a sentence. First think about what you're gonna say and then say it. I was thinking about it for 5 seconds and I think I made up my mind. There is no valid explanation for this because unless as we said before, like if you know something, there is no need for anybody else to know it. If you really know it, why would you need to show the rest of the world? That's like, I don't know. So I personally don't think that there's a valid reason. If you want to have a party, just say it. We can throw a party. You know, like if you want me to wear a white dress, cool, I can buy one. You know, like we can do these things if you want. But
You don't want to get registered.
get traditional.
No, like you don't want to have government involvement or something like that.
You mean commitment or what?
Yeah.
I don't even have a problem with that. I'm saying, like, I'm not saying that it will never happen. I don't know, but this is really how I feel about it. And I don't think my feeling towards it will ever change because I don't see the point. But if it's like, if it's the moment and if like...
So okay.
it's-
So as you said, mostly people get married after they have a baby. So so if you have baby, you will do those things or like
But you don't have to.
okay.
You don't have to. It might be a little bit more complicated, but you don't have to do it.
So even if you have baby, you will just you won't be doing it.
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know. I can't say. I don't want to say such big things like this, and I can't say it. And it doesn't matter that we practically don't know each other. But it's more like for me. Like I don't want to say anything is definite. Nothing is definite.
Yeah.
Everything may change, but this is how I feel right now. And I don't know. Like right now, I don't even know. Would I have a child? Like would I have a long? Like I don't know.
Okay.
What life will bring. Like somebody might be like destined to stay their whole life alone. Like maybe this is not my case, maybe I won't, but I'm just saying like I never know what's gonna happen.
Okay. So yeah, I was
I'm
talking.
flexible.
I was talking a similar thing. She was from Uruguay. So like we are talking similar thing, and she was saying, I think she was a bit old. I think 33, 35 or something.
Was she the one who
Was dancing with mom.
I sent her here.
Yeah.
When I was in Bogor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and based on her conversation with me, I feel like at certain age, because you are young now, right? So you are 24 and she's 34, is 10 years. So after some age, she was feeling, oh, I used to have a boyfriend and like childhood. And in this between time, I just travel, I make other like something, I roam here and there, tries different thing. And now I'm feeling that that guy is the perfect one. And I'll be going to him and I'll be getting married and having kids. So at certain age, she started thinking of getting married and having kids.
This is the thing, but I think it's all person to person.
Yeah.
Because I think when you start needing things, it's when you don't have it yourself. You know, so like I don't know how to put this better, but maybe like if traveling enough and like doing all of these things was really like fulfilling for her, she wouldn't. She would just continue on doing it while she was old. But this obviously wasn't. Maybe she fell under pressure, or maybe like something. I don't know what happened. This is her life. I don't want to talk about her. I don't know her. But I'm just saying, like, maybe it comes with time. But maybe some people also like have an expiry date for loneliness. If you know what I mean. So no, but
Right.
I don't know how to say it, but some people like get tired
I can understand.
of themselves earlier, you know. So like maybe they're like, oh yeah, fuck everybody else, and then at one point like, oh, I'm really alone.
Okay.
Shit.
I need to have
How old am I? What's going on? You know, like let's find some marriage quick. You know, like. But if you already know that you're fine with this and these things, then I think the approach is different. But again, I don't know. I wouldn't say this is like age thing. I would say it's more of a perception thing.
Yeah, exactly. Perception and religion also.
A religion.
I think
also.
everyone.
Or maybe her family, you know. So her family, she's from Uruguay, right?
Yeah,
But so they're probably Christian.
might be.
They're probably Christian because also South America is mostly Christian. So I can only imagine like she's, I don't know, probably she has a little bit older.
Kali thi.
Kali thina.
Surhandi ho.
So she probably has a little bit older parents.
Yeah.
त्यही होला सायद yeah. She might be yeah. I'm not sure.
Oh, you found her?
Yeah. Because I sent her to my house.
While you were not in your house.
Right. I think she is the one.
El Paisito.
Yeah, she was the one. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think everything
It all
is.
varies, and maybe she felt like it's, yeah, I don't know. Maybe she didn't find that thing that really fulfilled her, and then she realized she doesn't want to do this
Her
life thing.
loneliness expired.
Loneliness expired, it's like beep beep, alarm rang, and it's like I have to pick up. Snooze.
Pretty well said.
I don't know.
Are you like this since your childhood?
Like what?
So yeah, okay.
What do you want to say?
The way you speak.
What?
I mean, the way you talk.
Do you mean what kind of way? Like expression or just the
I
way?
mean, say talkative. I think you love to talk. You just love to deliver your like thoughts.
I like to when it's a right setting. So sometimes I can just sit in the corner for 5 hours and not say anything.
Okay.
It's all a matter of the setting. So if I don't feel like there is space enough for me that's open and interested and willing to like embrace what I'm expressing. Funny sentence. Anyways, not always. Like how it's like introvert and extrovert? Ambivert. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't like labels, but if I were to label me, I would be right in the middle, and it's like this with most of the things in my life. So if I didn't like your
I think I think you talk more, isn't it?
But if I didn't like your company, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Like if I didn't feel like I can talk to you about these things, if I wasn't interested in your life, if I wasn't interested in, I mean, first of all, I wouldn't even come here.
Yeah.
And second of all, I would be like, I'm tired, like I feel no, I wouldn't be, because I'm too honest for this. So now when I get tired, of course, I will say it to you.
Yeah.
But like I would just be like, I'm not feeling it. I would rather go back to the hostel or something like this, But I like being here, and I like sharing our experience. It's like a learning experience.
So, is it common that in your school, you guys like sit in last bench and do side talk?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, so I think you are the leader among them.
Yes.
Is it? Okay. So, were you on the last bench always?
I was always on the
Oh my God.
I was sometimes even sleeping.
Okay.
Because I was smoking too much weed. This is not like, but I was really smoking a lot. And then I would sometimes
at
fall.
school?
Yes.
You used to smoke? Oh my God.
Yes, and then sometimes I would fall asleep in class.
Okay.
At what age did you start smoking weed?
Like
7?
no, like more frequently 14.
Okay. So you don't smoke now?
Mm-mm.
Why?
So when you came to knew that you wanted to smoke a weed.
When I came where? To this new school, you mean?
I mean to say, when you thought of smoking a weed at what age?
14.
14. So instantly you thought and you started smoking weed.
I mean, no, it was like more.
Okay, yeah, continue.
It was when I got to high school, and like the summer before high school, after 8th grade. So when I was 13 and a half, I tried. And it's just because I'm a curious person. Like I'm listening to all this rap music, and they're just like weed. I'm like, what is this weed? Like, what are they rapping about?
Let's go for it.
I want to know, But then, like, I was not that happy in my life. Let's put it this way. And then I realized I can just get high every day and be stupid and not feel anything. Cool. So I did that for a long time.
So what made you quit?
Because I realized that I actually can love myself and be amazing sober.
Okay.
I don't need
So at what age you quit? You don't smoke also now?
No, I stopped when I was 20. So 4 years, almost 5 years ago.
Okay. You are
Drinking and smoking, and just because I just said to myself that I don't want to need anything in life. I don't want, if I feel like I need something, like I'm addicted to it, I don't want it. Then I will like leave it and until I can't no more, you know. And this is when I realized I couldn't fall asleep without smoking weed. So if I didn't have a joint, I would be up all till the morning.
You have really
No, I had to. I was really like people say you can get addicted on weed. Yes, you can because it's not weed; it's the feeling it gives you. For me, it was like just calmness and like floating away, and I could sleep, I could do whatever. But when I realized like I have a problem, like I'm literally addicted to something, I didn't like it because I always smoked cigarettes, but I smoke cigarettes also sometimes now, but I don't need it. I can go 1 year without a cigarette. I wouldn't be like nicotine. Like I don't care, you know. Like I just if it's
So
a
what do you
feeling,
think you did?
if it's a feeling like now if we were sitting at the table and we were drinking beer, I would smoke already 10 cigarettes probably.
Okay.
You know, because it's a feeling, it's a vibe. Like I like this, it's going together with this. But now I'm like I don't even think about a cigarette.
So you started smoking at the age of 14, you quit at the age of 20,
Yeah.
and how was the quitting journey? Like how did,
It was-
because people, many people struggle doing so, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it might be like a great idea for the viewers, like how can they quit? Like in words you say, I just do it easily, but I think it's not easy, right?
No, it's not easy.
So like
Especially because like most of the people don't smoke just to smoke, but they smoke to avoid something. Like you play games on your phone to avoid something, you know, like you don't want to be alone with yourself, you're gonna distract yourself with something. So this is the same thing with everything, I think. When you're smoking that cigarette, you're at least smoking a cigarette. You're not directly in the situation, you know, like everything is a small escape. So it's not about quitting the weed, it's about like facing why you wanted to do it every day in the first place. So yeah, that was interesting and mostly started because it was COVID and I didn't have money.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh god. That was like
If there was no COVID, like for example, if there was no COVID, I think you would be still
No.
smoking a cigarette or having
I
10
don't-
beer
you know
in one
what?
seat.
I don't think so also because this is when I started getting more spiritual, you know. So this is like 18, 19, I was already like, okay, I get it, but I still want to get fucked up, you know. Like this is kind of a moment. But at 20, I was already like, yes, I want to
You
get to
all of
the
a sudden you felt like I'm a grown-up child, right?
This is what we said yesterday. Yeah, it's like everything has an expiry date, and the longer you lie to yourself, it's the worse it gets. But I always knew when I was lying to myself, so it's different. So some people don't even realize that, and they're just running their whole lives, you know. But I was aware that I was running.
You knew it or you were aware of it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Every day you are aware of it. I need to quit it. I need to quit it. Right?
No, it was never I need to quit it. I need to do it. I need to do it.
My God.
Yeah, but it was like enjoying. It's not just because of it, it's also like it was a social thing. Like I was hanging out with all people and we all smoked together every day. Like it was also like when we all listen to music, and music when you're high is like something else. So it was just a part of the whole package. Like this was part of. I had to go through this, you know. If I didn't, I wouldn't be like this now. Like I always say, the younger that you go crazy, the better. Because there are some people that I know that at the age of 30, 40, they discover something and then they go completely cuckoo, you know.
Okay. What is
So crazy,
this? Okay.
you know. So I'm like, okay, it's never too late. Don't get me wrong, but I also think that it's nicer when you get to experience these things until a certain age. And then you can decide for yourself. And then you're like, okay, I experienced it. I'm not going to be like wowed by it when I'm 40 and go crazy. It's like I can choose when I want to have this experience because I know the consequences. If that makes sense.
Yes. Makes sense.
Sure thing. Yes. You?
I never get addicted because So for you, at the COVID time, you didn't have money, that's why you quit.
I mean, I could still smoke, obviously, but I was like, I'm not.
There was like option, like you have to choose between two things. Like
Yeah.
you are not in surplus.
I was.
Surplus for the smoking.
I was. I could choose, but I also was like, I had to also go back home, so I lost my job and I lost my
Okay.
apartment, and
So-
I had to go. Like I was in the capital of Croatia, and I had to move back home with my parents.
Okay.
And I didn't have a job, and I could like have money saved up, or I could like buy it
Okay.
like this, so I could do so many things. But I was like, I would feel like a junkie if I did that.
Okay.
I would feel like, what is wrong with me? You know, like you were gonna borrow money to buy. No, I was like, no, this needs to, you know.
Yeah. For me, I didn't had money from the beginning, so I didn't get into it. For him also same thing. So yeah, for me like those my friends smoke, and for them it's like they used to have surplus money, then they used to smoke. But for me, I used to have little from the age of 14. So I tried, like I tried whatever I get for free, but
I love this spirit. I love this spirit.
I could not buy on my
You
own.
want some free? Yes.
I tried. So that's how I don't get addicted, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is good. So I know how does it feel, but I'm not addicted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
But
do you know like weed grown in cold weather is very nice.
where?
Like you said
What?
you smoke weed, right?
Smoked.
You smoked, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So do you know that the weed which are grown in
High
altitude, they are the best.
Really?
Nepal has the best quality weed, or we can say marijuana, right? Hemp. You have a hemp bag, right?
Yeah.
See,
So
we have
they
the
are
best,
the
best
highest-
quality, premium quality hemp, or we can say
I don't
marijuana.
believe it till I see it.
Okay.
So I think we have.
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Like as you have already quit, I don't want to.
Purple
I'm
or
not-
I think
I
it's
guess-
purple
Purple haze.
Purple haze.
haze, yeah.
haze.
I can smoke because I'm not addicted.
No,
This is the thing. Like this is why it's not like I'm not gonna smoke a cigarette ever again in my life.
You have already quit, right? So what if
It is not. No.
I
need to explain. I need to explain this
Okay.
better.
Okay.
So there is no limitation. So I told you like while if I know that I can have it but I don't need it after, then I can have it.
Okay.
So I smoke every, I don't know how often, like maybe once every 2 months, if it's an opportunity that I feel, you know. So if it's gonna be rare, but when it happens and if I feel okay, now is the moment, I listen to my body, I listen to my intuition. Yes, okay, let's do it
But
now.
like addiction of nicotine, is it that much easy? I think like
I know a lot of people that are really addicted, and I
but
don't.
how could you don't feel that? Suppose my question is, suppose if you smoke today, right? So as per my knowledge, you're like that nicotine level, it comes back to the time when you were addicted, right? And suppose if you do smoke it today, you will get again addicted and you continue doing it. So
Sometimes I could go off. I told you like I would be fine if I don't smoke it for a year. Like I sometimes, especially if I'm in some setting where I simply even forget about it. Like
okay.
if it's not this is the thing. It's all about the feeling. Just for me, like I don't feel like you know how.
So you are sure that you can like avoid it?
Yes,
Okay.
because I had a period when I was addicted to this and some things, and then I know that okay, I know what a feeling that is. You know. No, I forget about it, and I'm here in the moment, and then if I feel like it, yes, sure, but I'm not like, okay, time for another one. Nicotine is running out. Let's run. No, this is not happening ever.
Okay.
No.
So
If
basically, you can control your mind.
Yes.
You can. Okay, that's good.
And also the same with alcohol. We spoke about this. Like I just now realize that I can drink as much as I can without getting drunk. I can only feel physically ill, like I can only vomit or something, like just like my body is not taking it, but my mind stays the same.
How could that be possible?
You need to try it.
Like you are saying, I can be drunk physically, but it
Yes.
won't affect my mind. How
Yes.
can it be possible?
I didn't know it was possible. I figured that out last month. Last month I realized this. I was on a wedding.
Do you have some like divine power?
I tried it yesterday.
You tried it yesterday. Yeah, he did with the rice beer. I think I told him that when I was just practicing awareness, and like when you practice awareness in a way that you know that you are it, you know that I'm not my drunk mind, I'm just my awareness. So no matter how much I drink, I will always be above it. You know, like I can always look at myself and be like, what are you even trying? Like, you're not actually drunk. This is not
So
you.
you are saying that you can drink as much as you can, like you can.
I did it last
you are
month.
100% conscious.
Last month this happened. Like if it's reaching levels of intoxication, I would probably be on the floor. Like my body would give up.
But your
Like
mind is still
I would
working.
vomit, but my mind is still working.
My mind is still saying you are not wrong.
Yeah.
You can have more.
You know.
But like your mind might be saying you are not drunk, but
No,
So,
it's
like,
not like
what
it's
you
not
are
like
saying
this.
is-
It's not my mind is saying I'm not drunk. My mind is just there, like it's just there, you know. And then I'm like, okay, I was like making an experiment because it was a wedding and we were drinking all day and all night, like from literally in the morning till 2-3 in the morning. And I don't usually drink, so it's not like my tolerance is that high. I don't even drink alcohol when I'm home. Like I might have one drink if I'm going somewhere, but it's not like I'm drinking often. I'm drinking every day, once every 2 weeks approximately, one drink. So it can be my tolerance. So I was like, okay, and then we started, you know, shots in the morning, shots, wine, cocktails, like just the whole day, and I didn't feel anything. Not even my head hurt, which is weird. And I can only like the last time that I was back home and I was drinking. I drank 3 drinks and I didn't feel drunk. I just vomited because my body was like, "You're not doing this. Why are you doing this to me?" I don't know. This is like a recent discovery that I had, and even if I do feel like there's this moment where I can start to feel like it's like you have to choose. You know, do you want to go in or no? So it's like I can choose. I don't know how this sounds to you. I don't know how this sounds. I'm just trying to explain it the best that I can.
I was educated.
You know? Yes. So it's like, I can be like,
now I'm thinking that you are drunk now. The way you are explaining things.
this is actually vodka.
Yeah.
Not vodka. No.
Because like you are talking in that way that you must be drunk. Otherwise,
That's 70% like alcohol.
I want to get drunk. Please.
I told you, heavy shit.
Yeah.
This things went like this. We were in an authentic Newari restaurant, right? And we were having food like somewhere hot and spicy and somewhere not, right? But at the end, there was one chotamari, right? And there was one sauce as well in a really small bowl, right? And she just spread it like a jam on a bread. And she
Hot
said,
sauce.
Yeah, it was a hot sauce, chili sauce, right? And she said, you just need to think that this this is not a hot sauce.
It's just the flavor.
Okay.
It's just a flavor. You just need
He
to
was like,
convince.
It's just the flavor. Sweating like this.
She
It's like,
convinced
but you
me,
have to
right?
believe it.
She convinced me in such a way that I really trusted her. And okay, why not? Let's try it.
Because in a second I could also cry. You know, like I could
So
also...
you didn't feel it?
I felt it, but I chose to feel
Not to show the feelings.
But I chose to feel it like a flavor, not high spicy.
So you were successful.
No, she was crying, literally. She
This
was
sounds
crying.
so funny.
She was hardly holding her tears, right? And she convinced me in such a way that I trusted her. Okay, why not?
Oh, okay, so at that time you cried because you chose to.
I wasn't really. I had to blow my nose because this hot sauce really purifies me. So like my nose starts working.
Okay.
So it's like you take a fresh mint. You know, this is how this hot sauce has effect. So I was blowing my nose, so maybe it was looking like I was crying.
Now I'm thinking that you have quit smoking, but you haven't quit having weed. Because this is how people react when they have weed.
Yeah. Maybe this is one of the. I don't know, but. It's interesting, you know. It can be because you know what I think. It's just challenging your perception. This is how I look. Like all jokes aside, like yes, I laugh, you laugh, like hee hee ha ha. But in reality, all that I think that this is, I don't want to like overcomplicate it. I just think that it's like challenging your perception. So it's all like in how I view it. It doesn't have to be how you view it. But everything for me is, I look at it like a program. And I can hack it.
Okay.
Like, you know, like...
You be a hacker.
No, but it's like, you see a red chili pepper. And you are automatically, your mind is like, fuck, this is hot. You know? So this is you leave no room for life of this chili pepper. You know? You leave no room for other possibilities. Because we all learn that we can control our minds in a placebo effect way, you know. So if I look at the fucking pepper, it doesn't have to bite me, you know. I can choose how I want to experience it, how I want to perceive it, and the more that I choose how to do this, the more I can control my mind, and the more I can perceive the things how I wanted to perceive. And this is just it, like changing your perception in a way. I don't know. I try to. Yeah.
I think you will get enlightened.
I already enlightened you yesterday, right?
No, like
Enlightened.
Do you know what is enlightened?
Yes, I think also every person has a different perception of that. But
no, like Buddha was enlightened, right?
Yes.
So the way you are explaining things, the way you are saying that I can hack my mind, that's the sign that you are going to be enlightened.
We all have a different perception on that. I don't know what I think. It's not like, I don't think anything is like a straight journey. I think everything is like a spiral. But I think as long as you know that you are not your mind, and as long as you can control it, you are good. Whether that is enlightened or just aware or super conscious.
So have you recently studied or read some book related to like how come you get all this knowledge from?
I'm a curious person.
She's just catching a signal from the universe, right?
Sometimes this. No, it's really just knowing that you have the power to do that. Like every single person has the power to do this. Like every single person can choose how they want to feel, you know? So it's like when you go from blaming others, and when you go from blaming others to blaming yourself, and then from blaming yourself to realizing there's no one to blame.
Okay.
There's no one to blame. Like, what are you doing? Like, I can choose my own reaction. So how do I ever blame anybody? You know, like, how can I... There's just not such a thing. It's all in the mind.
So you are basically saying that suppose if you get hot physically, you can control your mind and don't feel that hot.
I hope I have reached that level. No, but like I can. We are in the power to make it worse or better. We are in the power. So I don't know if I get hurt or something by just thinking, oh my God, I'm hurt. This is gonna get affected. I'm here. Okay, maybe I have this spray, but maybe it's not enough. Maybe the bugs will maybe the bacteria will get inside.
Okay.
I will make it worse in my head, and I will probably manifest this to happen.
I think
Most likely.
I know the book.
Which book?
The Power of Subconscious Mind.
Who wrote this?
I don't know. You have studied it.
I
think you read it.
forgot it.
I was
No, like the way you are explaining things, I think it is based on that books, The Power of Subconscious
I think
Mind.
it's based on just the same thing that people are trying to, explain to other people. But it's like when it sounds funny when you read it for the first time or when you hear about it, but then when you realize it's true, it's different. Because you can use it for your own power. Like, I don't know, I can be... So in a second, my whole perception of this whole trip could be so fucked up. So in a second, I'll be like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Where am I? Why did I choose to... I'm in Nepal. What am I doing in Nepal?
Yeah.
Where am I right now? I'm not even in Kathmandu. Where is this place? Who are these people? You know, like in a second, I could change my mind for this to be an unpleasant experience, you know? Like, not saying that it is. I'm saying it's the exact opposite. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
But like, we have the power to choose how we want to proceed. Like, I'm by myself in the other half of the world. Nobody that I know is here. Like, it can be such a sad, tragic story that Netflix would buy it, you know? Then it doesn't have to be this way. Like, I choose for this to be an experience that I obviously had to have because I felt it for a long time. I just followed my intuition, came here, whatever happens, happens. Can't control it, can't control my reaction. Fuck it, you know?
I think I have to make videos on two topic. Because the later part of video is going towards spirituality, mind control.
Yeah, I mean...
Biography of Anna. Biography of Anna.
Yeah.
Anna, right?
No, like the topic would be spiritual talk with. be spiritual and also what?
I would just say be aware. If I can say anything, I can just say be aware. Because not even, then you realize not even being spiritual is it, you know, nothing is it. It doesn't have a name. Can't put a name on it. It's like, it's something.
So since when you started since when you started to think in this way, or since when the perception changed?
Since I started asking questions. If you don't ask questions, you don't get answers.
Okay.
It really is like that. So if you're just like, oh yes, I guess this is life, I'm living like this, you're on autopilot, you know, you're not even that aware. You're going through life like this, you know, like, you're not even thinking of the cause and effect in a way, you're like, well, I guess this is supposed to happen, I don't know why.
So your perception depends upon the question, right?
The equation.
Question.
Croatian, what? Sorry.
Question.
Ah, question. Yes.
Question.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Because if you don't start asking questions, then you just take everything like it already has been answered.
So have you been terrified, or have you felt the kind of fear recently?
No.
Because I didn't choose to.
No, because
Because you didn't choose to.
because I didn't choose to. But I think it's also like, no matter how funny it sounds, it's like when you...
No, like the way you are explaining is funny. Like you are talking real thing.
Yeah,
Like
maybe
we are not laughing because you are.
crazy.
Yeah, because you are.
Because of the way.
The way you talk. Yeah.
Okay. Good. But what I wanted to say is that also, like, I think when it's not like I'm saying I have a hard life or like I have like, oh my god, but it's like when you go past some things and like when you're traumatized in any way, it can be so simple. It doesn't have to be this much. It's like, I think you're gonna be a victim of it until you realize that you don't have to be one, and then until you realize you can be in the power of that. And I think this is what gives you depth. And I think every trauma gives us depth in this way. So I think the more depth, the more questions, the deeper the pond or whatever the fuck it is, you know. So I'm just like, why? I just want to ask why on every single thing, because when you ask why enough, you realize nobody knows. Nobody knows why. So let's say we have to like, so we are here like in this, let's say Hinduism, you know? You can't get married with a Buddhist girl. Why? Because it is not acceptable, like she has to be Hindu. But why? Well, this is how it is in our religion. But why?
Why?
Well,
Who can answer this?
who can answer this? Nobody. And the more questions that you ask, you see nobody knows why. They're just doing it. And the more that you ask why, the more you realize...
No, I can answer why.
Why?
So yeah, ask me from the beginning.
Why can't you marry a Buddhist girl if you're Hindu? Let's
Because
say.
it's different religion.
Why?
because the perception are different.
Why?
Because they are grown up that way from the childhood.
Why? Why is there so you're telling me just because she was born in this neighborhood and you were born in this and you were raised up differently, that is enough of a reason for you not to be together if you love each other, because this is how religion says so.
Religion doesn't say so.
But religion
changes people's perception, right? And that perception affect so religion changes your perception, right? And the perception shapes your thought. And when you get into, I'm not saying I don't do that because of the religion and all, because I'm saying it because later in life, that perception, that perception will, like that two person would think same thing differently, and that might be harmful for the relation.
Yes, exactly. But it's just a result of their conditioning, their social conditioning. So, like, if I was, this is what I was saying to my ex-boyfriend also, is like, we were talking about religion or something, and he was Christian, and I was like, do you realize that you're only a Christian because you were born here, in this family, in this country? Yes. I was like, do you realize that if you were born in Sri Lanka and you would be a Buddhist, you couldn't imagine that there is one person named like you being a Christian in this family? Yes. Like, so why do you think that your religion is right and this one is not? Because obviously they both think that they are right equally. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. So this is like letting your whole life be dictated simply because you were born on this geographical point. And once you realize that you are not this point, you are not your surroundings, you are not your religion, you have